Yo. The way just do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chumps do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. T-Dub-T is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounded you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comment short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want to war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough, but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Word 'em up. T-Dub-T.
Yo, what's good? Salute to my family. We back again. Y'all know I wasn't letting this get past me without talking about it. So it wasn't no way in hell. Warren was good with it, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. You wonder if I was intending to fight you, or is this needed tune up? Yeah, he could have just said that too. Boxing Nerd was good with it, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. We're still gonna talk after this. So it's a stay busy fight. It's not a duck, huh? Well, again, y'all know this is why we had these conversations. So I'm gonna say this right off the bat. When I say, is it a duck? Is it Daffy Duck, Donald Duck, or Howard the Duck? That's really what I mean. This is not intended to make anybody really look bad at the end of the day. It's a question. It's a discussion. It's something that needs much needed discussion. And it's a reason why I asked that. It's more to it than the fight not happening. For sure, lady, do appreciate you, queen. How you feeling? Don't work too hard. Yes, appreciate you sliding through. Ghost was good with it, my bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Skywalker was good, Brody. Appreciate you, TWT family in the building. Terry was good with it, Terry. Quick, my sis was good with it. How you feeling? Appreciate you for pulling up. Mm-hmm. Nobody heard Al say a damn thing. Yeah, that's a good question. Kui, that's a good question. That's a good ass question, sis. Chop was good with it, bro. What's going on with you? Appreciate you for pulling through. How you feeling, man? Yes, sir. TW2 fam. Salute to all y'all. Jose, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. How y'all feeling? Sounds like a duck to me. And again, the difference, I'm gonna keep driving this home. I'm gonna keep running over some certain points when it comes to like content and a person like me. Y'all know, if y'all been following me for a while, y'all know my content is really centered around conversations and having the best conversations, maybe having conversations that oftentimes I'm having ones that everybody ain't having. But in this case, with this being the news that it is, you could just imagine everybody is talking about this. So it's all about having a conversation, asking the questions. It's not for nobody to feel no type of way. If you got a case that you could state or you want to chime in, feel free to chime in. I'm definitely going to drop the link. We're going to talk about it. He was boxing platform today. I was on the Philippines' biggest boxing channel. That's what's up, Skywalker. Salute to you, Skywalker, for pushing the team, man. Salute to my TWT family. Keyshawn still, but I mean, I don't like no Keyshawn. We gonna get into it. He's the most person you could know, bro. Don't even call people runs. Yeah. And again, it's like, man, I'm tired of it. It's one thing I will say straight off the bat. Y'all smash that like button too, man. I know y'all rocking with your boy, man. We gonna have this conversation. You know, the thing is with boxing, a lot of times, man, when it's something going on like this, and it's like controversy is usually a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of people disagreeing, and it's all good. I welcome diversity, different opinions, perspectives, and all that. That's what it's about with me over here. It's not really so much like when I deliver content, it's not about me being more right than the person that's in the comment section. It's not an argument with me. I mean, if you wanted to be a debate, it can be a debate, but it's not a personal debate between me and one person. It's more so us as a family, what we think. When we get this boxing news, it's what we all think as a whole. So we think differently. It's okay. It's nothing to, whine about. I'm not going to be mad if somebody feel like it's not a duck. I know it's a lot of explanations as to why it's not a duck. I get all of that. I hear it all. Fate, what's good with you, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, look, yo, like, come on, man. Like, this should just say this is unacceptable, man. And again, being that bro boxing there, he said he made a point, and it's a valid point. Like, is he using this dude as a tune-up so it's not a duck? My thing is, why you ain't just say this? Why not just say this? Why not just say, yo, I need me a tune-up before I go in there with you? Why ain't just, you get what I'm saying? He could have easily avoided a lot of this. He could have avoided a lot of wasted time by just saying, yo, I need a tune-up before I get in there with him. You know what I'm saying? He had a fight last. I want to get one more in, and then we get it on. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with saying it that way? You know why people would respect it even if they don't accept it in a certain sense is because you being straight up with them. And as boxing supporters and spectators, that's all we want. A key word that came up with these negotiations is transparency. Transparency this, transparency that. You're not transparent with your audience, bro. It's funny how people are making a case for how PBC and Al Heyman and everybody need to be so transparent with him. And this dude can't be transparent with nobody. And it's just calling it what it is. I mean, we've heard this guy blame everything under the sun. His promoter, the other fighter, the other team. He even said the American fans, us, you, the people in the comments, you the reason the fight didn't happen. This is the guy that said this out his mouth. This is where I'm starting from with the shit. You get what I'm saying? Dude said it out his mouth, man. You had one dude saying the fight is past him and he don't need this fight. He a Hall of Famer without it. EJ needed more than I do. It sounded like a dude that was holding like that last carrot. You get what I'm saying? Over a person's head and putting him in a position where he got to go through more than what he should to get this fight. You get what I'm saying? EJ and talks to fight Thurman to stay on this now. This shit is crazy, man. This can't be how boxing is today. Sad, dude. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro, it is. Talking about this subject this morning. Facts, man. Who you think EJ picking? Man, it ain't gonna be Thurman because he don't want to fight him. He did say using it as a tune-up. He didn't say using it as a tune-up. He's blamed Spence and walked away. And he also declined PBC tune-up and Spence offer and said he only wanted Spence, no tune-ups. Hey, man, talk about it. So again, just all due respect, when people are saying tune-up and he didn't say it, being respectful. I mean, Warren, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for pulling back up as always, man. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Much appreciation to everybody that comes through, that pulls up, that smash that like button, man, that sub to the channel. Y'all know y'all make the grind worth it. We're going to keep rolling, man, and we're going to keep having these conversations. And again, this is all I'm saying. It looks like it. You get what I'm saying, Quee? Come on, man. Like you can't expect people. Yeah, man, you can't expect people to feel like you really wanted this fight. The whole time you got a whole December 10th date with a dude that nobody want to see, David Avanesyan. Nobody wants to see that. And I say nobody. Nobody wants to see that. That boy gonna get his ass beat, man. Come on, y'all. Come on, what we doing? Imagine Spence fighting David Avanesyan and they'd be nailing him to the cross. Let's start right there. Let's start right there. Is there any reason in the world why Terence Bud Crawford is fighting David Avanesyan December 10th and not Errol Spence? Is there any reason in today's world why Terence Bud Crawford is fighting David Avanesyan in the year of 2022 and not Errol Spence for Undisputed? Is there any reason in the world? This is the part that makes me mad. Because we're going to get into it. There's more layers. And just to try to be transparent, since this is the word everybody like to use, whenever there is a situation where multiple parties is involved, that means Errol and his side too, there's a certain amount of accountability that everybody shares. Everybody. It's never 100% in one direction. Let me just say that right off the bat. But when you look at it, and like I said, it's layers. When you dig deeper, you see that if you simply asking real questions, since we talking about transparency, because this is what Mr. Budrick said, right? There has been one fighter out of the two fighters that has been way more transparent with the fans than the other one. If we are being honest, this has nothing to do with being a fan. This has nothing to do with who you think gonna win or none of that. It don't matter who you think, ducking, avoiding it, none of that. Simply put, if you have been following this situation, if you've been following boxing, you know, simply put, straight up and down, there has been one man out of the two men that has been more of a man. He practiced what he preached. What he said is what he did. Exactly that. You can't show me a time where EJ has not done exactly what he said he's gonna do. Show me the time. Just point back to it at any given time. Anybody feel free to tell me when this man ain't been transparent. Since this is the word everybody using. I'm sick of this shit. Ain't no way in hell. How do anybody not even be mad right now that we got David Avanesyan as an opponent for Bud Crawford and not Errol Spence? And then the people, again, I don't want nobody to take this personal. Y'all know I'm all about the conversation. I'm going to drop the link. People feel free to chime in. How do we got David Avanesyan this year and not Errol Spence? How are people, for the people that are saying tune up? He could have just said this. If this was a tune, he could have just said this and saved everybody time. This dude moving funny. If that's not moving funny, I don't know what it is. I'm telling y'all, if it was the other way around and he had 3 belts to 1 and EJ had the final piece to the puzzle and went and fought David Avanesyan, and they'd be nailing him to the cross and he'd be every duck that I named in the title and then some. Howard, Daffy, like, you know, Donald, he'd be every duck you could ever think of. He'd be every last one of them. I can't take it with this. This should have never happened. This whole situation has been fumbled and mishandled, and they played everybody, man. At the end of the day, they played us. Boxing let us down. We being fair, boxing let us all down at the end of the day. Boxing let us down as a whole, man. But like I said, it's layers. When you really peel back them layers, man, it just looked like it's one common fucking denominator. Every time it's time to make a difficult fight with this guy, it's something different. Open up the books. I ain't been in boxing as long as some of these people, but I just know as long as I've been following the sport as heavily as I've been following it for years on end, I ain't never heard this. I'm sick of this dude. Every time it's time to make a big fight, it's some type of roadblock. Point to the time when it was time for Errol Spence to make a fight, it has ever been difficult. I said this before. It was the same thing with the Manny Pacquiao situation. When has it ever been difficult for Floyd to get a fight done? He get to this dude, now all of a sudden it's a big ass roadblock and it's a problem. Then the fight get prolonged for years and years. This one headed in that same direction because somebody ain't Mr. Transparent, ain't being transparent. Man, he ain't. That shit is blowing me. That's the part that got me mad. Keith Thurman. The fact that we even got to think about Keith Thurman fighting Errol Spence when he should have did that shit years ago. Man, pissing me off, man. Rick, what's good with it, Rick? Appreciate you for pulling up. Get your man's this dude that snitched on Bundy and acknowledge, man. Man, yo. Telling you, man. EJ versus Boo. I think EJ next best move. My thing is, James, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. My thing is he really going to wait, though? Or is he going to move up? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? They ain't going to do that. More dangerous fighter than Earl. Terry, you a fool, bro. Donald, Howard, Daffy, all of them, bro. I'm sorry. EJ ducking boots next if he fights Stan Jonas, and that's a fact. So that's a fact. So if y'all gonna sit here and say this ain't a duck, he using dude as a tune-up, guarantee you EJ fight somebody and it ain't boots, they gonna be quick. I appreciate you, Rick, for saying that, because you know they gonna say it's a duck. You know they gonna say it. You know why? Because he ain't do what y'all wanted him to do. But on the other side, you got a dude that didn't do what he was supposed to do. Man, he told everybody he wanted this fight. Wasn't he in the water searching for the big fish? Ah, man, come on, man. Come on, yo. The dude was in the water looking for the big fish, hoe ass, this, arrow, this and that. Man, yo, you can't make this up, yo. You can't make this up, bro. You can't play with the people like that. Ray Buck, salute, bro. Tay, salute, Queen. Appreciate you for pulling up, as always. Much appreciation to the Queen. Man, it ain't one time, man. It ain't one time, man. My bad, y'all, if I'm behind. Y'all know this shit got me a little hot. Like, and at the end of the day, it shouldn't be all this misdirection. We shouldn't be misled. It's frustrating, man. Ain't no way in hell that man fighting some David AVANESYAN and anybody could defend that. Ain't no way in hell. If he truly was trying to have a fight with how the hell did they get this done and squared away that fast? How? I wonder how long it took for them to get this done. Man, get out of here, man. So y'all gonna have a hell of a time convincing me he really wanted to fight this dude. And right now, I'm gonna say this. I ain't saying he's scared. You don't spend your life in boxing being scared. There ain't nobody gonna be able to convince me he wanted this fight right now. Like his very next fight. Like after Sean Porter next. There's no way nobody's gonna convince me that that's the fight he wanted. No, I don't care if he felt like he needed to tune up, whatever. If it happened after this point, it don't matter. Right here, right now, the very next fight, that's not the fight he wanted, y'all. That's not the fight he wanted. He showed you what he wanted to do. Fight somebody else, get overpaid, and fight somebody else that he ain't got no business in the ring. That ain't got no business in the ring with him, no David AVANESYAN. And you better wipe the floor with him. That boy better not win a second in any round, man. That's crazy. And you not even under Bob Arum no more, so you can't. Who you gonna blame? Listen, y'all. And I'm just being real. And listen, man, I've been watching him longer than I've been watching Spence. So it'd never be no hate over here. I don't do no tearing down of the fighters. I don't do no misdirection, no misleading, no clickbaiting, no none of that. None of that. That dude ain't moving right at all. He blamed everything. He closed the walls on himself. I've never seen a fighter close the walls on himself the way he did without losing a fight, y'all. Without losing a fight. The dude closed the walls of boxing in on himself by blaming every avenue at every opportunity he got. And now ain't nobody else to blame. You ain't under Bob Arum. You can't blame the fans. Everywhere you go, people talking about this situation. Don't tell me people ain't want this fight. But it ain't big, though. But this fight ain't big enough. And get out of here. It ain't because one of them ain't never want this shit. And if he really do, he ain't want it next. And I'm going to stand on that. Next, I'm talking about like right now next. What he wanted to do next is exactly what he doing. Fighting David AVANESYAN, man. Get out of here, man. You know, where the hell you justifying that? It ain't about being no fan no more. It's about giving the fans what we want. Don't matter who's doing the bullshit. Bullshit is bullshit. That's wild. How's we watch? I'm not watching that. Who would have thought 2022, I'm going to sit here and say I'm not watching a Terence Crawford fight. I bet you I don't watch that. Not even going to be tempted to. T, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. Can't believe you just did that, man. I'm telling you, are we gonna get to it? Because it's layers. It's not, at the end of the day, this conversation ain't all about just Bud. At the end, it's boxing fails the people when we don't get the fight. So don't nobody win realistically. But I tell you what, ain't nobody gonna be able to convince me that it's the other guy. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. He said what he was gonna do, then he fucking did it. And now he said we're gonna see who holding it up. And look what happened. Now we probably don't even get the fight. They probably never even fight after this point, y'all. They probably don't even fight no more. And you know what? Y'all know, you guess what? After this point, though, I don't even care. I swear. I do not care if they, why should I care if they fight if he don't care if they fight? I definitely don't care. We all know who's going to win anyway. That's how I'm coming at it. Man, yeah, hey, man. Hey, you call a spade, Rick? That's all I seen you did. Followed by no disrespect, but I'm gonna call a spade a spade. And at the end of the day, if people can't respect that, that's weird. You get what I'm saying? You gotta be able to call a spade a spade. It don't matter where it's coming from. Like, bullshit is bullshit. It don't matter who's shoveling it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Need a tune up if he didn't string it along, man. Facts, T. That's all I'm saying. Come on, y'all. Transparency. Open up the books. We ain't never heard this before with nobody else. I'm tired of these dudes, man. They straight divas, man. They divas. D-Free, my bro. What's good with it, Brody? Shit crazy, man. Boxing blessed us with saying, well, you stupid. Yeah, right. Facts, Terry. That's what they did. Man, not fair at all, bro. Come on, you strung that man along, and now you got to fight and he don't. Come on, man. Stop, yo. Nah, hell no. He ain't never lied, bro. He ain't never lied, and he ain't never gonna start. That's all I'm saying. He just been a man of his word. They both avoiding Boots. Shit, hell no. Before they could avoid Boots trap, they had business with each other before they could even do that. And before Boots and ERROL was a thing, we already really knew what EJ plans was. So that and again, thank you to the good brother Ricky Williams and the rest of the family for calling a spade a spade. Because Rick, what did you just say in the comments? They gonna say what? He doing what? He ducking Boots. Yes, they are. Yep. Meanwhile, let's talk about the real duck. And we don't know if we got Daffy Duck, Donald Duck, or Howard the Duck. Just pick one. Or Scrooge the Duck. Which one? Because I forgot to put Scrooge in the thumbnail. I forgot to put Scrooge in there. But that's what we got. You got every type of duck in the world, man. I'm tired of that. Ain't no excusing that, man. EJ would have, yeah, follow me. Switch roles for a minute. Give EJ one belt. Give Bud 3. Let it be on EJ, and he go fight David AVANESYAN. People will be nailing him to the cross, calling him every duck in the world. And I know this to be true. Ain't nobody in the fucking world gonna convince me otherwise. Ain't nobody in the world gonna be able to convince me otherwise. That dude crazy, man. Ego, I don't know what it is, bro. Ego, self-doubt, not fully being confident in yourself. Miss me with all that. Don't be emotional. If somebody share a different opinion, it's cool. I respect it. But for me, following this whole situation the way I followed it, one guy has been transparent without ever having to blame shit on nobody. He told us what it was. Damn, man. Running around, man. And they running from him. Facts, man. As soon as he see you not fight EJ, you want to act brolic. If you rock this, hey, that's all I'm saying. Jay Smith, salute, my bro. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? This was clickbait when I seen I couldn't believe it. You get what I'm saying? I'm saying he's scared. Hey, it looked like something, Rick. We tired of this, bro. Can't keep doing this. Ashley's corner, salute to the queen. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? I always say, man, and you know what, y'all? And y'all know me, man. I don't call bums, and I don't try to put duck jackets on nobody. But when a dude dig his own hole, I don't gotta put the jacket on him, y'all. He dug his own hole. But when I heard a dude blaming everybody and not holding himself accountable, y'all, that told me a story in itself. I'm like, hold on, where do you come at in all of this? It's everybody, so it ain't you. So it ain't you at all. So you don't got no plate, no say so, and nothing. It's just everybody else. The reason. Nah, bro. Now you fighting David AVANESYAN, man. You better hope you better mop the actual floor with this dude. Like, he better not win a second in no round. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You out here playing with people's careers, man. You playing whole time. This is why you said the fight was behind you. You knew you was gonna do this anyway. Come on, man. Damn, bro. BLK Prime. Yeah, all right, $40. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I wish I would pay you to see you fight somebody, man. Yo, you know what, Bud Crawford, yo, all due respect, yo, I love boxing, I really do, and I'm gonna always be more of a fan of boxing than any boxer. So miss me with anything. This ain't about no fan shit. This ain't even about no liking EJ. This is about motherfuckers just not being a man of their word at the end of the day. When you call them out on it, you got people coming to his fucking aid talking, explain his tune-ups. He's using this one as a tune-up. Nah, he ain't. He using him the same way. He fighting the same level of opponent he been fighting for most of his career, man. That's what he doing. Participating in another easy win, another 70-30 on paper. That's what he doing. Come on, man. I don't care how many wins you got. I don't care about no undisputed. You got a whole real undisputed where it get you the utmost respect from the boxing community. And you gonna play with the people like this, man? Miss me with that. David AVANESYAN, man. I wonder how long ago they knew this, yo. That's the part. That'll tell you everything, y'all. That'll tell you everything. That is facts, Tay. That'll tell you everything, y'all. If it was Canelo, what would people say, man? You get what I'm saying? Yo, come on, man. It never fails. He didn't make the fight with EJ. It's PBC fault. Facts. It's always the blame game. It's everybody but him. Man, I said it before. I did a live on this, and I know people probably thought I was just pointing it out. It was once upon a time. I heard a Broner was a realistic possibility. We ain't never get that shit. You ain't never get him and Pacquiao either. We wouldn't have got him and fucking Sean Porter if they ain't mandated. Every time it's time to fight something that will be close to a 50-50 fight, it's an issue. Every single time. Always some diva shit. That ain't even got nothing to do with being no fan. That was an actual fact. Just follow the trail. Follow the paper trail and tell me I'm bugging. Tell me I'm bugging. I've been doing this shit the whole time, man. I waited patiently not to say nothing about this shit. Look what he did. Man, telling you, yo, I ain't never seen no shit like this, yo. All right, man, you making me feel like you don't want to fight him. It ain't about being scared. You just don't want to lose to him. Do that make sense? You ain't scared, but you just don't want to lose to him. I ain't trying to hear all that. And he do. Somebody say he got more dog in him than Errol. What showed you? What out of them 30? What is it? 38 fights? What out of them 38 fights showed you he got more dog in him than Spence? That's by far the most irresponsible comment I ever heard. Explain to me what fight showed you he got more dog in him? Because he could get hurt by a 135 pounder that really was a featherweight. Come on, man. Get out of here, man. These people be blowing me with this. Man, nah, you gotta call it out. It ain't, bro. And you know what, Rick? I don't even care no more. I don't even care. Nah, but you do got it. You do got it, because his layers is more so it ain't gonna be 100% on him. But I'm just going with the bulk of it is looking like Buddy. But boxing let us down on this one, man. It ain't Rick, and I don't even care no more after today. I just had to speak on it because it was pissing me off. It's like, come on, man. Y'all calling dude ducks. Nah, then when I say it, nah, he using AVANESYAN as a tune-up. Tune up my ass, man. Tune up my ass. Just like T said, you wouldn't need no tune-up had you got your ass in the ring when you were supposed to. Get out of here, man. Man, I'm over it. I'm over it too, Tay. I'm over it too, Tay. So K-Rod, what's good with it? Man, you already know. I'm just feeling like this whole situation, and it's cool. Y'all got it off, but after this, I'm cool. I definitely won't be thinking about you and AVANESYAN. I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that because that's bogus, man. I'm not watching that. Think you playing with, man. Then y'all got the nerve talking about some $40, man. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Y'all been robbing us all year, man. You think somebody gonna pay for that? Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, man. Yeah, all right. Ain't nobody paying for that. Nobody's paying to watch that, bro. Nobody. I got you, K-Rod. Nobody's paying to watch that, bro. Nobody's paying to watch that. Nobody's paying to watch that. That's bogus as hell that you even did that to people. $40 on BLK. I don't care what it's on. I don't care if that shit was on my network. I ain't fucking watching it. Hell out of here with that, man. You don't get to play with people like that, man. That's bogus as hell, bro. I don't care what nobody says. It's not about being no fan. It's just about being real. Just be real, bro. That's not real shit that he did. That's not no real shit, man. Holding up a situation like that. EJ putting Bud in the same boat as Thurman. It's over. Jay Wash, facts, bro. He need to be done with him. Hell with it. Your career still continues. We know you was the truth, just like your name indicated. You ain't never been nothing short of the truth. That's all you ever been was the truth, and he gonna continue to be the truth with or without a Bud Crawford win. Whatever. That shit is crazy, man. David already had a fight scheduled. Yeah, and November 19th date was his too. I heard with him Tyrone, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. We had a whole DuckTales. Facts, D-Free. Facts. For whole DuckTales. But right now, Earl don't have a fight, and Crawford chose AVANESYAN. Yeah, but see, with me trapped, that all might be true. But you know what? Hell with that. Because that's like passing the buck. We can't let them get out of this situation without calling it what it is. Now, from there, we could talk about the rest once we see what EJ gonna do. But right now, we know who the DuckTales is. I don't know if he. Only thing we don't know right now is if he Daffy, Donald, you know what I mean, or Howard the Duck. But which one? He bogus, man. Yeah, they bogus. How long this been in the works? That's all I want to know, bro. How long it been in the works? It's crazy, man. Downshotter was good with it, man. Hey, that's what it looked like. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And I remember them. I grew up on them. It's bogus, man. I'm just calling it out. It's not about being no fan of neither one of them because I support boxing more than I do any one single fighter. And I support both of those dudes, win, lose, or draw. But I do not support Bud Crawford versus David AVANESYAN in 2022, y'all. They played with us the whole. Just think about it. He was supposed to be fighting ERROL Spence. He fighting David AVANESYAN. Let that sink in. You let that sink in. I'm going to keep saying it. You switched it. You switched the roles. You give EJ the one belt and say he was the one with the last piece to the puzzle and went to go fight somebody that didn't. Nobody even thought that could be possible. They'd be nailing them to the cross, and I'm standing on that. I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe people don't want to hear it. They're like, nah, it ain't that. They didn't want to offer him no money. They didn't want to open up the books. They wasn't being transparent. Nah, he wasn't being a real fighter, man. He wasn't being a real fighter. And he was being a hard to work with dude, just like Bob Arum said he was, man. Miss me with that. He been hard to work with. His promoter said it, man. Hell out of here. It's always something with this dude, diva activity. Soon as you get to Earl, and it's time for you to participate in what will possibly be your first 50-50 fight of your career, you don't want to fight. All right, man. Nah, hell no. Hell no. Yeah, Earl Duck and Boots, Virgil Keith, and 154 with Duck Castano and Fandora Harrison, Earl Whole Guppy in the Big Pond. Now I know, Terry. I already know, bro. All right, Boots should too, though. He should be taking the fight now. I don't know who Boots gonna fight either. It's interesting, but nah, man. And it's not about blaming. This is not to tear down the fighters at all, because y'all know I don't do that here. Anybody free to chime in. If y'all don't think that's the way it is, I do. I just think he BS this, y'all. I think he do. Grease with fire. Salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. Hey, try but $40. By the way, the Black Prime revenue is $5 million. So where are they getting this $10 million from, man? I don't know, K-Rod, man. They crazy. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button for me. 512 Big Texas. What's good with it, my bro? TWT in the building. G Fizzle G5, my bro. What's good with it, Jet? How you feeling, Brody? How you feeling? Boots not scared of no one. Trap music. Nah, Boots ain't scared of nobody. Neither is EJ. The only one we can even, I don't think, I'm going to just be fair. Nobody is scared, but it's some hesitation on his behalf. And that's obviously for a reason. That's what I am saying, y'all. Something ain't right with the situation. We don't get played with like that, y'all. Then boy fight showed me Bud has more dog than Earl. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what they think. Because to me, that showed me you could get hurt by that little ass boy, that little ass man. Should I say, no disrespect, that small ass man. EJ gonna be a whole lot for you, man. Man, follow the patterns. Jelly Bean, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, bro? Also, pose shoulders, Bud. Yeah, true grit. Way more heart than Earl. Get what I'm saying, Terry? Get what I'm saying? Teach, what's good with it, Teach? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, bro? Shade Girl, salute, Queen. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Man, hey, man, listen, man. Bud was Duck mandatory. Should have fought on T's instead. Yeah, something. He fought David AVANESYAN, y'all. Budrick Alvarez, the 147-pound Duck. Huey, Dewey, Louie, Scrooge Duck. You know what I'm saying? Like Daffy, Donald, Howard. Like, come on, man. People just mad, but it is what it is. Opulent LD, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you for pulling out. How you feeling, Brody? First time I heard dude name for real. YB, what's good with it, YB? How you feeling, my bro? Appreciate you pulling up, man. This shit just frustrating. It gets you hot because it's like, I just want to be clear. This is no tearing down of the fighter. We strictly talking about the moves and how we didn't get the biggest fight in boxing right now because of nonsense. And then you got David AVANESYAN lined up down the pipe, but people want me to believe he truly wanted this fight. Kurt, my bro, what's good with it? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, bro? Man, this is what I'm saying. It ain't been about legacy for that dude. He really don't care. He really don't care. DP, my bro, what's good with it, DP? If you want to tune up with AVANESYAN, he's an Orthodox fighter. Is he really wanted to tune up? Why not fight a southpaw? And YB, and why not say that from the rip? You get what I'm saying? Even though we'd be annoyed by it, we still would respect it because he'd be keeping it a buck with us. You get what I'm saying? By saying, yo, you know what? I want this tune up real quick. Ain't nothing nobody can say. We could be mad, but we're respected. We'd be like, all right, so we know what's coming next. All right, he wanted this as a tune-up. By him doing this and the timing of it, just think about it. He know damn well Spence been saying he was going up. Man, come on, man. It seemed like a strategic duck, too. This might have been the smartest move he made in his career in terms of not taking the L. This might have been the smartest move to avoid getting his ass beat. And I'm calling it that until you make that fight. He would have got his ass beat, man. Duck, telling you, man, it's crazy, man. Been going on since September. And when has this fight? How long that AVANESYAN crap been lined up, y'all? They supposed to be going through all these hard ass negotiations with him and EJ, but out of the woodwork, you got David. I don't never, man. Y'all don't even know how to explain how annoyed I am, yo. Because I ain't gonna be mad. I'm annoyed with it though. And Bud is a hell of a fighter. You should have gave us that fight. That's what it's not about him being a terrible fighter. He not scared. I just don't think he wanted to lose to EJ, yo. And if he did want this fight, he did not want it next, y'all. Like next, like right now, next. Like David AVANESYAN next. Like December 10th next. He didn't want it next. He wants something else. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he wanted to hold on to that bet a little bit longer, man. I don't know. That shit bogus, though. It's frustrating bad, man. Move to 54 bug gets no money from me ever again. Facts, yo. Facts. You get what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see it. St. Louis, my bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Man, Skills, Mr. New Orleans in the flesh. What's good with it, my Brody? How you feeling, Brody? Salute to my whole TWT family. Johnny Q, salute to you, my bro. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. Y'all smash that like button for me, man. We gonna rock out, man. We had to talk about it. I had to get my just due on it. He ain't give us or boxing. He's not giving boxing his just due by giving us David AVANESYAN, y'all. All right. Say he ain't fight Spence. He ain't fight EJ, right? But David AVANESYAN, y'all. What? Why are we talking about tune-ups for the pound for pound number one fighter in the world? Why? Mr. Switch Hitter. He got more dog than EJ in him. I ain't, man, yo. This shit bogus, man. Don Shot, I ain't watching it, bro. Still want to see Bug get, by EJ. Yeah, I would still want to see that, but I don't even care no more, man. I don't even care no more, bro, that they did that like that. Real question is why, but fighting Virgil, we know why, because he ain't taking no real challenges, man. He ain't taking on no real challenges, and he just showed us that. There is no excuse, there's no justification for fighting that man, yo. Johnny, I didn't even see this was your comment. I'm saying the same exact thing. There is no defending it. And let me be clear, y'all, just because you hear the passion, because I love this boxing shit, y'all. I just don't love what's happening right now with this situation. This is in no way, shape, or form about tearing down Bud Crawford. We simply talking about the fight and how it didn't happen, the business, how it didn't happen. It didn't come together. How he's giving us a whole trash fight when you could have gave us one of the best fights we was going to see it this year. Instead, you giving us something that I'm not even going to see because I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it, y'all. I'm not watching it. He got too much of an ego admitting he was having a tune-up. And you see what I'm saying, bro? And I've always said this. When people say he was scared, I always said it's going to be ego going to be the reason this fight don't happen. Bit too much ego and not wanting to lose to a man that you probably think is better than you on the low. Or you know a lot of people think is better than you. You had to do something waiting out Spence, trying to wait him out, knowing he going to leave Skills, knowing he out of there. Knowing. Nervous, man. Hey, and what you need a tune-up for? You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, YB? He went from being in the water searching for the big fish to now you need it. Now, you ain't tell us to tune up, but you indirectly told us. You went from the big fish to David AVANESYAN. I guess that was the big fish he was looking for, y'all. I guess AVANESYAN was the big fish he was looking for all this time, y'all. Who would have thought? All these years, man. Man, yo. Yeah, he know EJ, and that's being real, y'all. He know that, man. He know what's going on. He aware. That's why EJ in them tweets, do EJ sound like he annoyed? Like, no, making this weight ain't easy. Like, this shit ain't fun either. Like, he sound like he annoyed, man. I'm telling you, yo. Nah, Skills, to give us that fight. I'm not. Look, I don't root it. I ain't tearing him down, but I'm not rocking with that fight. I'm not in support of that fight. That's not good for boxing, yo. And Rick, I feel you. Scared. That's how you moving. You doubtful. You ain't confident. That ain't saying you David AVANESYAN, bud. Come on, man. That dude don't belong in the ring with you. He's scared of losing. I said that though. I said he just don't want to lose to EJ too, though, Kurt. I did say that. He don't want to lose to EJ, yo. Man, yo, yeah, everybody was thinking it was fake, yo, but this dude, man, a tune-up, bro, a tune-up, y'all, a tune-up. Mr. Greek, Bud Crawford, a tune-up, y'all. Thrill Hill, salute, my bro. This shit bogus, man. This man name is Amnesia. This shit is crazy, disappointing, yo. He's 35, haven't fought since November. He's not completely stopping the talks. He's just jumping in the ring. We don't know nothing. We ain't on the table, bro. Nah. My thing is this. My thing is this, bro. How is he fighting this dude? How was he seriously in negotiations with Spence and truly doing everything in his power to make this fight? But instead, he gave us a trash fight. And then he want us as fans to be confident that he's going to revisit this when we know EJ is on borrowed time at 47. He been said it. So you get what I'm saying? And he's privy to the same information we are. He know damn well that man ain't staying there that long, man. Just like the tweets. You think he don't know Errol tweeted the shit? The same way Errol know what him and his camp got going on. He know what he doing. Like either he do or he don't. But if you really wanted to tune up, that's what I'm saying, Boxing Nerd. If he really wanted to tune up, bro, he could have just said that. And we would have been annoyed with it. But we would have respected it. You get what I'm saying? So again, to say we not at the table, that's the obvious. We get it. None of us are at the table. We shouldn't have to be at the table to know if this fight is coming. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me you confidently feel like this fight's still gonna happen now. I don't, bro. Like, I get it. That's his leg to stand on. We ain't at the table. We ain't in negotiations. Well, apparently he ain't either no more. That boy done negotiated, got a fight done. He about to get a boxing world, a fight that they did not deserve. Some complete garbage, man. Complete garbage he doing. And Omaha, man. Damn, I just don't see it, man. I don't see it, yo. I can't. Yo, Mike, what's good with it, Mike? Appreciate you pulling up, my bro. How you feeling? Yeah, I can't support him, yo. I just can't. Like, explain this AVANESYAN shit, then. I just can't feel like, you know what? I'm going to just get a tune up without telling them. Then I'm going to spin the block and fight Spence. I'll be surprised. I'll be shocked. I don't think we getting this fight no more. I don't think we getting it, yo. I don't think we getting it. Pay-per-view numbers would be, oh man, yo. That's what I'm saying. EJ want to put paws on Bud. I can only imagine. You see, that's why I put that in the thumbnail. Spence wanted a 15-round war. This dude wanted David AVANESYAN, y'all. We can't defend it. Spence wanted a 15-type round war. Know what I mean? Some Hagler Hearns type shit. You get what I'm saying? He wanted a real war. This dude wanted David AVANESYAN, y'all. Do you see the difference? That's why I put that in the thumbnail. That's something that he said. If Bud can't keep up, he getting cooked. This is what he said. He want that type of fight. This dude wanted David AVANESYAN. He didn't want EJ. I can't think it no more. And again, it's no different. Like somebody that don't feel this way, I get it. But the same way you feel, the way you feel, I can respect it. I'm just standing on what I stand on. This is my pain. This is my feelings toward it. But it's easy to feel this way when you view the whole entire situation and you see how it transpired, how it broke down, how you got one dude screaming transparency, but that's the last thing he's ever been with the people. He did everything for the people but be transparent. And he blamed us too, y'all. Y'all got to remember, this the dude that blamed us for his fight not happening. That's crazy, man. How you going to blame the people? Yeah, he really wanted to hurt him. How you going to blame the people, bro? Nah, yeah, man. Facts, Rick. How you going? Ain't no excuses, Shade Girl. None. He better not lose the amnesia. You crazy, bro. D-Man, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, my bro? How you feeling? Yeah, man. So Tyson is fighting Derek Chisora. Yeah, and Tyson Fury, I won't watch that fight. I won't mention it on my channel. That's garbage too. The man could be going for undisputed, waiting it out for undisputed. You giving us Derek Chisora. And again, before somebody try to say it's a stay busy type fight, nah, stay busy my ass. You could have gave us a real fight. You out here making unrealistic demands. Tyson Fury retired 3 times, y'all. He told us he wanted to fight for free in front of the UK fans. He wanted $500 million. He out here giving deadlines to Anthony Joshua. All types of wild shit. This dude bogus as hell. Now look who he fighting. He did the same thing in a sense. Derek Chisora for a 3rd time. I don't think so either, Rick. I don't. EJ moving up, and it's over, y'all. It's over. He blew it. He blew it. Aisha, salute, Queen. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? I'm cool on the fight. I ain't trying to see this in. No 2024. Me neither, bro. Me neither. Me neither. I ain't trying to see that. I ain't trying to see that, Dan. I'm just mostly exhausted at this fan base war. Yeah. But again, that's why I try to deliver the content in a way that it's not feeling like it's me or it's, you know, one against the other. It's just this shit. When you look at the totality of the situation, it has failed miserably, yo. And I feel like it's just one guy that's shown so much more transparency and consistency with his moves and actions. You get what I'm saying? Than the other guy. And it's just hard to defend him. It's mentally exhausting. Like, why do we have to guess and figure out and try to decipher if this fight really happening? That's not boxing, y'all. That's not boxing. I get them holding a date or something to close to the vest till they want to announce that. But why, as boxing supporters, we the consumer, y'all, we actually pay for fights, y'all. Why are we having to guess if this fight really gonna happen or not? Why are we even at the point where we pretty much got to give up hope? I'm not hopeful no more, y'all. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's over with. I think it's over with. And they successfully botched one of the biggest fights in boxing, yo. They did it. They really did it, yo. When he was at the table, he wasn't at the table, man. Get what I'm saying? It's like, we ain't never gonna be there, but it's still like with the information that's put out, we know bullshit when we see it. I know it when I smell it. I don't care what you spray painted with. I don't care. I just know bullshit when I hear it, and that's straight bullshit that we getting Bud Crawford and David AVANESYAN December 10th, and we ain't getting EJ versus Bud this year. That's wild. Everybody should be annoyed by that, and it ain't even about being a fan of neither one. Just be a fan of the sport. The hell with that. I will never be no boxer fan. This is no personal attack on no Bud Crawford. It's just examining the situation and giving my realistic, honest opinion on it, yo, giving my perspective on it. That's bullshit that we sitting through. Y'all about to sit through David AVANESYAN versus Terence Crawford December 10th, because I'm not watching it. I'm not. And you ain't never really hear me say that, because I'm a true boxing head and I love watching the sport, but I'm not watching that simply off principle. That's bogus. That's like you got us all ready for a steak dinner. And we ate it. No, I mean, we out here eating potato wedges. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's what that is. That's the difference you get between a fucking a steak dinner and going to the damn chicken spot to get a damn box to fill up with chicken and potato law. That's what AVANESYAN is. Come on, man. That shit is crazy, man. I can't believe this dude gave us picking chicken as opposed to giving us steak, Roof Chris, or whatever you want to call it, wherever y'all eat at nowadays, man. This shit is bogus, man. He's in the ocean hollering with a big fish. Yeah, I think that's the big fish he was looking for, Kurt. AVANESYAN. I think that was the big fish he was looking for, bro. Empty seats, I'm telling you. And then they try to put it in Omaha to make it all good. That's not all good, y'all. That's bogus, man. That's what I'm saying. I think the next step is for EJ probably to move up, yo. To move up. KJ, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, Brody? How can you demand transparency at the same time negotiating bad faith? Hypocrite. Just calling it out. And again, I'm going to keep nailing this home because y'all know I'm one of the fairest content creators. I never tear down the fighters. This is not an attempt to tear Bud down. This is an attempt to get some clarity in the sport of boxing and explain to y'all why should we have to guess and play detective and try to decipher and figure out, you know what I mean? We got to really guess their moves instead of them just telling us what it is. Or did you not need a tune-up? God damn, man. Every time it's time for this dude to make a big fight, it's a problem. Just go look at the past. Dude, every time. First 50-50 fight of your career, pretty much, and you don't want it. You did everything in your power. Ain't no way in hell. You did everything in your power to do exactly what you did. Fight another dude you know you was going to get in there and beat the dog shit out of. Combat 2 bag. What's good with it, bro? What's good with it? Facts, man. It's just like, man, it's just disappointing, bro. Like, it's frustrating as hell. And I'm just saying, like, nothing is 100% of nothing. Meaning, everybody that's involved, hold some type of accountability, just to be fair, just to be transparent with Mr. Transparency. But at the end of the day, one of those fighters straight up and down moved accordingly, moved how he said he was going to move, and the other didn't. It's no defending that. It's no being no fan. It's not being no fanboy, no Earl sexual, no Bud, none of that other shit, none of that weird shit. It's just calling a spade a spade. This ain't no way in hell in 2022. I'm going to keep saying it. David Avanesian versus Bud Crawford. Ain't nobody want to see that. We all know he gonna beat that boy ass. I don't even know why they playing like that with people. Then they told you to pay $40 for it. Then they told you to pay $40 for it. With all the boxing that people pay for, man. Get the hell out of here, man. Hell no, he don't get to do us like that. 817, what's good with it, bro? That shit crazy. It's dead to me. Not Big Texas. It ain't happening, my bro. To me. That boy, man, yo, 817, bro, he really seemed like he didn't want it, my nigga, and it's frustrating, bro. It's like, all right, bro, come on, man, like, damn, a hell of a fighter, man, hell of a fighter. I'm gonna always say that, hell of a fighter. I supported any Bud Crawford fight that came on up until this point. I'm not watching that one. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not watching that one. That one, I am not watching that one, y'all. I'm not watching that one. I can't do it, yo. I can't do it because I can't believe they did that to us. Everybody involved in making that Avanesian fight a reality is bogus as hell. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no way in hell a fighter on that level should even be thinking about getting in there with that dude. That's unnecessary. That's the case. You might as well went and try to fight Virgil Ortiz or somebody for real that could really challenge you in some type of way. Avanesian. Man, yo. So many chances, bro. So many chances, man. Man, it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. And because you rock with both fighters so heavily, and when you point out just the inconsistencies in the situation, people make it like it's a personal attack on the fighters. No, I don't hate no Bud Crawford. I don't hate EJ. I hate the way the situation played out. I hate the way it was handled. I hate the information that was put out. I hate the way that we was misled as boxing fans. I'm mad for all y'all. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm mad for everybody in here right now. I'm mad for everybody in here. And it's really not just about trying to make Bud look bad. It's just the situation shouldn't have been handled this way. There's no way we getting a complete trash fight whole time. Look who don't got a fight, y'all. Look who don't got a fight lined up, y'all. And you telling me it's the other dude was really trying to make it happen? No, he had other plans. One dude is left out in the cold like he ain't worth shit, and he the man with the 3 belts, and the other one's about to move on with a bullshit fight. Ain't no way you gonna convince me, yeah, he was doing everything in his power. Yo, yeah, he tried to make the fight, it just didn't work. Nah, man. No, I'm tired of that. Open the books, be transparent. You want to see how people get paid? Shut up and get in the ring. That's when it started making me say that. Damn, you gotta be difficult, diva shit. Just get the fight, man. Get in there and fight. Get in there and fight because you deserve it, man. You worked your way to the. Let's talk about that. It ain't even about fault. Fuck fault. Do he or do he not deserve to give himself a shot at Undisputed, man? Didn't he work towards it? Right? All these knockouts, TKOs, I don't care. That man got 38 wins under his belt, right? Didn't he earn the right to compete for Undisputed, y'all? Didn't he earn that right? Let's just switch gears. Didn't he earn that right? So why would he not? Why would he cheat himself, y'all? Why would he cheat himself? I could spin it a different way. It ain't about trying to make. I just want to be clear for the people that don't understand. It's not about making Bud Crawford look bad. I just call him. Don't take it so personal. This is boxing. It's the hurt business, right? What is he doing? Why is he cheating himself right now, y'all? Why is he not giving himself an opportunity to be undisputed in 2 weight classes, y'all? Come on, man. David Avanesian. Come on. He playing himself right now. It ain't even about us. He playing himself. Dude played himself, man. Man, you know it, bro. You know it, bro. You know it. Nope. That's why I said nope. Y'all seen EJ Instagram? It's something recent. 817. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna speed up, man. But I just frustrated, man. There's no way we getting David Avanesian versus Bud Crawford in 2022, and ain't nobody mad. Well, it's cool. Y'all all save all y'all energy because I got it. I'm pissed off at everybody in here. Y'all smash that like button for me while y'all in here. Let's work, man. Let's work. We calling a spade a spade. It ain't solid. I can't rock with it, man. Facts. $40, Ash. Come on, man. Stop trying to play with people, man. That's bogus, y'all. Everybody should be mad. Like, don't we can hold people accountable. That don't mean it's the end of it. They ain't telling you boycott his career, but it's bogus. We not watching it. I'm not watching it. I promise y'all I'm not watching that fight. I promise y'all I'm not watching it. Ain't no way I'm watching it. When that invade type shit, no one stop. Tell me, picking chicken, Ash. That's what he did, picking chicken, man. Nah, Facts 5 is not happening, man. Yeah, ramen noodles versus steak. Know what I'm saying? Eric, oh, salute, my bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. This shit crazy, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Chef or RD. You right, St. Louis. He more like Chef or RD. Spitting in the bottle and telling us it's Fiji water. And then it's like, again, let's be men. We all grown in here. Let's not think that we tearing him down. I just want to keep hammering that home. We got the right to critique his moves and how we feel like this played out. I could be wrong as hell, but I don't think so, y'all. It's been a lot of inconsistency on his behalf. And you know what point that what point really raised my eyebrow with him in all this situation before we got to this point? When he blamed the fans, y'all. When he blamed the fans, and what Ice did and really made me raise both eyebrows is when he went and said how great the UK fans was after just basically throwing his own fans under the bus and blaming them for why a fight didn't happen instead of holding himself accountable. That's when I looked at him like, yo, you bogus. You extra bogus. Said he moving up to 154. Yeah, it's over. It's over, bro. And I knew it. Yes, Kurt. I said that, bro. They'd be nailing him to the cross, my bro. They'd be nailing him to the cross. Just switch the rules. Give EJ the 1 belt, like I said, and give Bud the 3, and say EJ went that direction. I went first. They'd be killing EJ right now, bad, and y'all know it. They'd be saying, "I told y'all all this long. He ain't want to fight. That's why he fought. That's why he took the easy route." Who look like they taking the easy route right now, y'all? Just look when the path cleared away for Undisputed with all the marbles on the line. Look who already has a fight lined up that should not be giving us that fight, y'all. That's all I'm saying. This is nothing personal. This is not an assassination attempt on his character. This is just for this situation right here. It ain't got nothing to do with no other fight, no other situation he had in boxing. This one right here, y'all, is bogus, man. Facts, foul, man. How and y'all telling people to pay $40 for it? Come on, man. Come on, yeah, man. Come on, yo. You don't want to fight that dude. You don't want to lose to him. You cool with whatever else he doing, but he don't want to lose to EJ, bro. That's my honest opinion. That's my honest, humble opinion, y'all. I ain't never misled nobody. I ain't never clickbaited nobody. I always try to give my honest opinion. I don't never pass my opinions off as facts. In this situation, I just don't think he want to lose to that dude. Mentally, whatever the case, he's just not ready to lose to EJ. Whatever the case, I think he might want to retire if he lost to him, man. Months EJ played him now, fighting another Euro bum. And I'm telling you, it's frustrating. Combat, it's frustrating, bro. I got you, D-Free. My bad, y'all. But Spence supposed to drop the link for the family, man. My bad, y'all. Yeah, it's frustrating as hell, man. Like you just played us. Earl wanted to move on, but then it come on when they signed. Talked to Earl, waited, let it play out, and then they turned around and played him. You see what I'm saying? All these games, and now he end up on the shit end of the stick because he really wanted to fight, because he really wanted to show y'all he was great. He really wanted to show y'all he was the best welterweight in the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's gonna be some karma, Kurt. That's on everything. If anything crazy in that fight happened, it's gonna be some karma. He ain't want to challenge himself. That's what it's looking like. Never working towards Undisputed. You was just trying to hold Errol from not doing it. You just wanted to make sure he didn't do it, so he wouldn't have that over you. Because you know that's the only leg you got to stand on. That Undisputed shit. Errol beat your ass at welterweight and become Undisputed. You could forget about your Undisputed that you had at 140, and the fact that he beat you when it mattered, when y'all fought. Yeah, man, he'll shit on you, and you ain't want that. You already know he's still the man, if you want to be honest, without that fight. You know that was solidified. You would be forced in retirement. An ass whooping from EJ for Undisputed at 47 would be detrimental to that dude, because that's all he bark about is his fucking accolades. That shit don't matter when you still an active fighter. I ain't never heard no active fighter sit up here and whine about some accolades. Talking about people don't respect you, because niggas don't care about no accolades, bro. You still an active fighter talking about some accolades. I care about no damn accolades. Hell no. Put no legacy on the line. He just played us. D-Free was good with it, my bro.
Man, this nigga, man.
It's
Look,
frustrating, man. My bad, y'all. Y'all know I get that shit got me. I'm mad for all y'all right now. Alex Alberto was good with it, my bro.
let me break it down for everybody who don't know. This man
Mike was
EJ,
good with it, Brody.
this man EJ
Saab was
gave this
good with it,
man
my boy.
everything he wanted. EJ gave this man everything he wanted. PBC
Mm-hmm.
did not want this fight. EJ begged for this fight.
Mm-hmm.
The man sent him a contract.
Josh
Buzz
Lee,
took
bro.
the contract back and said, "Nah, I don't want these things." EJ fixed the contract, sent it back to him, and they had it for 2 weeks. Never heard nothing from him.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get the news that he's fighting David Avanesian.
Yeah.
And now EJ sitting there in Al Heyman office, and Al Heyman probably saying, "I told you the nigga didn't want to fight. We should have never tried to do business with him." The fight would never happen. Not at 47, not at
Facts,
54,
Kurt.
not at 60. It would never happen. Bud would never
Salute to
fight
my bro
another
Ricky.
PBC fighter. He
Mm-hmm.
would not fight nobody on PBC.
DP.
Y'all remember what Boo Boo did with Charlo? It's the
Mm-hmm.
same shit. The same shit.
Mm-hmm.
It would never happen. And everybody said, "Oh, Bud didn't want to wait, this, and that." The man could have made the fight back in May after EJ fought Ugas. He could have made it back then. This man was the one that was hopped on getting 50-50.
And
And like I
Conquest
said,
salute, bro. Yeah, man,
and
this shit done woke me up and pissed me off. Like I said, one dude wanted a 15 round type war, and I know they don't go 15 rounds, but you just get what his mentality was. The other fool wanted David Avanesian. I don't give a damn. Ain't no defending fighting that dude. That shit really make me want to choke something. Like that's how bad that make me, because you just played with people. You got people like I got called an ERROL sexual for this dude. I don't play with that type of weird shit. I be trying to let shit slide. I don't get fanboy, don't weird names. Like I'm so consistent with the content. You can't find one video where I fanboy like to get called something because this dude ain't trying to fight. You think I ain't mad? Hell yeah, I'm mad. Think I ain't have to argue with nobody? You the one moving funny? Damn, I'm mad. Weird as hell. Hell yeah. TWT takeover. Salute to the family, man. What's good, 817?
What's good? You know, the
That
same
shit going
man.
hot
Look,
over here.
hey, check it out. Kinfolk had that 10 million in the tuck when he went in to bargain with him. Why y'all think we got the 20 million number out? Why y'all think where the 20 million come from? It didn't come out of thin air. It's because
Mm-hmm.
that nigga had. It's because that nigga had 10 in the tuck. How long ago was it when he signed
Thanks,
Brian?
Johnny.
When Blue Blood signed Brian Norman Jr. Y'all?
right,
That
Mm-hmm.
would that wasn't no yesterday shit. Where the fuck you get that money to sign a fighter?
Man,
And who?
yo.
And look, motherfucker, let me say this, okay? Quit telling me that YouTube don't live on boxing, you hoe ass niggas.
Yeah, because it damn
Quit
sure
telling me it
do.
don't live on YouTube, nigga. That nigga went and bought a content creator to protect his motherfucking ass and put on his fight.
And one that
Y'all
we
peep the
all rock
game.
with.
Peep the game. It
Come
wasn't
on,
it
man.
wasn't now motherfucking promoter, black, white, or indifferent, that was a professional that's been in this game, was willing to touch Terence Crawford with a 10-foot pole. Terence
Man.
Crawford got that money from them investors, but he didn't have nowhere to put on another fight. So he took it in there for leverage with PBC. Give me 20 up front. They said, nigga, look at your portfolio. You ain't even worth the 10 that you got out of them.
Mm-hmm.
But just on bare numbers alone, you being in the ring with
Mike, do that. Turn
Earl,
your
what
camera on,
you've
bro.
done, what he's done, you'll make money than you ever made up front in your career, fool. You just made 6 with Sean Porter, and that was your biggest up front. It ain't like we don't know that, fool, because PBC
Judah.
finessed your company out of motherfucking $4 million for their fighter that they never gave that much up front to on his last fight out the door. They
Mm-hmm.
don't do bad business, and they
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't finna do it with your whole ass.
Man, Judah Ben
So you didn't
Israel.
want to take.
What's good,
Fam,
Brody?
he
Nah,
didn't
go
want to
ahead.
take the money up front. You know, he
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to take the money up front in the back end, right? So they said, nigga, get a flat 25 on everything. Concessions, flat 35 on everything. From the rooter to the tutor. Here's the projections.
Mm-hmm.
Well, damn, I don't know what it's going to be for sure. These are just projections. Well, fool, we can't give you a for sure number. How I'm gonna give you something for sure that ain't even happened yet?
But see, the thing is, this remember. Let's go back a couple of about a month ago, when this whole war between the debate between Blue Blood and World Combat. Remember Blue Blood? I don't know if y'all was on the live, but I was on the live when Blue Blood said, "I'm going to the bank. I'm gonna buy 15 motherfuckers the pay-per-view. Let's see about your fans.
Facts.
You see if you do it for your fans." And he went out and went to the bank and took out $1,500, saying, "I'm buying 15 fans the
I seen it.
pay-per-view, and I'm sending somebody to the fight." You knew back then that y'all was already in talk with Bud Crawford about getting him to sign with BLK Prime. You knew back then.
Yeah.
This shit ain't happened overnight. You ain't do this shit in no 2 weeks. You been talking to Bud about making this having him sign to BLK Prime with this fight with David Avenese.
And that's the part where
And,
people feel like they've been like misled. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm tired.
and
I hate when people feel like they don't understand
you
where
looking
the
at Earl
energy is
Instagram,
coming from.
just if you look at
Mm-hmm.
look at Earl Instagram, just he dragging Blue Blood. He put a content creator on his shit who dragging Blue Blood and Black Prime. So Blue Blood. So my question is, Blue Blood, that money, is it that good? Because now your shit getting drugged.
Yeah.
And what you gonna do is now you gonna leverage your friendships and your relationships and your partnerships and shit that you got in the game. Now you leveraging that up against, the black man shit. Oh, y'all gonna do a brother like that? Y'all were never down with a brother from the beginning. But see, Bud knew he was gonna put your ass in this position in the first place.
And this shit
That
crazy,
money
yeah.
that money wasn't big to nobody but a nigga who ain't seen that kind of money before. The people in the industry didn't think that money was worth a fuck because they wasn't giving them a platform to put that shit on.
Mm-hmm. Man, cook on it, man.
Am I
I'm just,
am I cooking? The
man,
fuck?
motherfucking right.
You the
Man,
truth,
god
bro.
damn, bro. Like, come
Hey.
on, man. I couldn't even put it together better than that.
Being the
And
motherfucking
again,
blame.
it's not about like people emotions. Take that shit out. Like, if you're gonna have the wrong type of emotion, pay attention. The only emotion you should have is some frustration toward this situation and the fact that they told you to pay $40 to watch that man fight David Avanesian after pretending that they was gonna give us Undisputed the whole time. Come on, man. That shit don't make you mad. Nothing will, yo. Ain't no excusing it. Ain't no tune-up fight excuse. He should have said that. And I said this before. We would have been pissed off. We would have been pissed off, but we would have respected it. We would have been like, all right, you know what? At least we know what to expect. He gonna get this tune-up. He gonna go whoop this boy ass. Then we got EJ right now. No. Now it got me feeling like we ain't never getting this fight. We ain't getting this fight. It's over.
Hey, just my question is, I'm gonna ask you this. Who was in the room with Blue Blood when this shit went down? Who was the lame ass nigga that was sitting next to Blue Blood who didn't remind him that this is a price on your motherfucking integrity, bro? They trying to buy your integrity, fool.
And then you know what? Just to add to that point, you had people in the comments asking questions like, what is integrity? With the question marks and shit, saying that to them. You ain't never had people go, everything ain't
never
true. People asking real questions like, come on, bro, because you look like you just said, fuck it. You look like it. And then when you call it out, I just don't want nobody. This is nothing personal. This is what you subject yourself to when you out there on public record. This is what happens, man. This is what happens. You subject yourself to this type of, we forced to analyze the situation because I'm not taking shit at face value because all motherfuckers do is lie and mislead you and send you down a fucking one-way street or send you in a damn loop. You be chasing your fucking tail listening to these people. Nah, man, I'm good. Fuck people sources.
And so Blue, like, this is a short-term come up for a long-term thing for me. This nigga ain't gonna fight forever. And think about it like this, y'all. The investors know they not getting their money back on the David Avanesian fight. They know ain't nobody buying this shit. So where the money gonna come from for them to make their money back? It's got to be on the next fight. That's why he's talking about a February date. Now look, who's guaranteed to pay if you put a name with them? The motherfucking Mexicans. The only motherfucker he could fight to bring back his investors a return. Stay up under that WBO. Thank you. That WBO umbrella, and him have a decided advantage. We know Virgil green, Virgil strong, but he green.
Yeah.
If it's anybody that nigga feel like he can beat out of the motherfuckers that's left, it damn sure ain't Boots. It's Virgil.
Yeah,
and that's who he sold them. That's who he sold them investors on to give him that $10 million. God damn it! And wouldn't David have a motherfucking niche?
And bro, on top of that, like, man, they have to have even more money because David is scheduled to fight November 19th against John, whatever the guy's name is, 17-0. So somebody got to be paying him to step aside. And if you go back, if you take this all the way back to the beginning, and you just look at Team Spence and Team Bud and what each side has said and which has been true when the truth comes out, man, there's been so much smoke and mirrors coming out from Team Bud, and I'm a Bud fan. Let me start by saying that shit. There's been so many smoke and mirrors come out. Let's start at the beginning, right? 65-35 split, no guarantees. The original issue that they said was transparency, okay? And then, all right, we come out, okay, the issue is not transparency, now it's approval of expenses. Bud wants approval of expenses. That was stall tactic number 2, okay? Then they sent Bud a contract. Bud's advisors had 3 discrepancies with the contract. These are official reports, not just some bullshit that we pulling out of our ass. He had 3 discrepancies. Team Spence revised the contract. They corrected those discrepancies and sent it back to Bud, and he went MIA for 2 weeks. Okay? When you start negotiations, you sign NDAs. This is the reason why you don't hear Spence or nobody from Spence's team talking about the contract. And also why all these reports you're hearing from Bud's teams, you never heard Bud come on camera and say it because he signs NDAs. That's why I'm not believing the bullshit that they putting out. Right? Earl Spence and Team Spence handled it like professionals. Now, I do think Spence could have pressed the issue a little bit more to try to make the fight happen, but that's his prerogative. He got that chip on his shoulder because he did the hard work for the belt. You know what I'm saying?
Press. How much more you gonna press, my nigga? How much more can you motherfucking press, bro? This shit was laying in one nigga lap, bro. And
I agree.
Hey fam, this nigga did not just decide a month ago or a few weeks ago that he was not fighting Earl. There was a lot of shit in motion before all of this, before all these official reports, what the revisions were, this, that, and the third, bro. It was shit working in the background that told you it wasn't gonna happen.
No, I agree.
And listen, and about your NDAs, why in the fuck NDAs and I'll be damned? Ain't nobody bumping into a nigga at the store and he discussing what the fuck happening with the contract. Somebody steering the narrative. You feel what I'm saying?
And that's why.
And if you got mad at a nigga for negotiating in public before when the fight wasn't available, how in the fuck is you got rumors and negotiating in the public? Goddamn it, got your sister talking about this shit when the fight is possible. Because you never wanted to fucking fight. He wanted to be able. Listen, he wanted to sit in the room. He had to sit at the table to be able to sell to y'all motherfuckers who gon' buy it that he wanted to fight him.
I've been saying from the start that Bud's team been on a PR run to discredit Spence because they knew they weren't going to fight him, but they went on a PR run just to make sure when it all said and done, so that Bud could, because he wants to go into the Hall of Fame, that he didn't look like a dud. And that's all this was. The contract, he wasn't going to accept none of it. He did all of this just so he didn't look like a duck and he can go down.
And we can shit on Al in the process. Why you think Bob was still cool with him coming around this shit? Because he knew what was on the table. And he knew he'd be able to at least sit down at the table with him and shit on him afterwards.
I want to know what Dave Game's going to say. That dude, man, ain't no defending no fucking David Avanesyan. And that's all. People need to understand that. Take the emotional attachment out. I know it's hard for some people to the fighter that you have and just be real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just switch it to the other fighter. Say if that other fighter was doing that shit, you just wouldn't be cool with it because it's not a fight in hell. That people would be screaming mismatches to their lungs collapse if EJ was fighting David Avanesian, man. And that's just that shit is bogus. The fact that he got that shit worked out, lined up and fixed up. You got a network. You got people. You telling people 40. Ain't nobody paying for that, man. I know I ain't. I won't dare. I'm not even watching it. I'm not even tempted to watch it. You moving like that, bro? Come on, man. I don't want to watch you fight no David Avanesian. That shit is bogus, man. Bogus as hell. No real risk at all.
But he went about a content creator. He went about a content creator with a huge following. You feel what I'm saying? With the relationships and shit, to where it's a dilemma as to whether you want to support him or not. He used the shit out of Blue Blood.
Look what he just did. Look what he did, bro. Look what he just did. Like that angle, that's an angle people need to be talking about. It's nothing personal with nobody, and it ain't no disrespect. How bro said it ain't none. It's just what it is. That's fucked up. That's weird as hell. You let people made people pretty much chase their tail, man.
How many times I done said to y'all, goddamn Blue Blood, the one that made Bud pound for pound, because every time he do his intros and shit, he heavy with that shit. He heavy on that. And then, you start paying attention. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Is you sitting at the
Justin,
table?
I feel you, bro. I would not.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Is you sitting at the table for you to say they're not giving him what he need, or is he just telling you that? And to know that Blue Blood just being paid to put on the fight, that means he wasn't in there negotiating for him when he was at the table with Earl and them. They just came to him with a bag to put on the motherfucking fight. So yeah, I'm buying whatever you telling me if the bag look good, and I'm willing to sell my integrity to put it on, because I know I'm gonna lose some. Some motherfuckers gonna question my integrity, but it's gonna be them same. It's gonna be some stupid motherfuckers that don't see the play, and they gonna buy it anyway and just roll with it anyway. Then there's some that's gonna be torn, but they gonna want to support me. Our friendship is stronger than the boxing shit. You see what I'm saying?
Thanks, Josh, I won't.
Right, but see, niggas look at that like a casualty of war, right? And a nigga will manipulate his own mind to tell himself, hey man, them motherfuckers just went down with me anyway. They just wouldn't ride with me anyway.
Because people hate to be wrong, especially when they got hundreds of people listening to them.
Puppet Master, looking at all this shit.
Thousands of people listening to him.
Yeah, so I'm hot too.
You've been cooking, bro. You've been cooking. I'm glad you came up here and cooked on it the way you just did. And I just want to keep hammering down that this is in no way, shape, or form an attempt to tear down a fighter, because it's not something that I represent or do. But people need to understand the difference between tearing somebody down and just calling a spade a spade. And from what we could see, from the information that we gathered, consumed, and collected, this is what we gathered. It ain't looking good, and it looks suspect. And as a result, we got some straight bullshit ahead of us, and I'm not supporting it. And it's bogus to tell somebody to pay for some shit like that, bro. Yeah, Mike, it's just what it is, bro. And I'm glad we all grown enough in here to understand that, not to take nothing personal. This is no attacks on nobody. This is much needed conversation. This was what's wrong with boxing, because people don't know how to have these conversations. And I'm glad these bros came up here to add to this conversation, because it needed to be spoken on. It do. T20, what's good, my bro?
I stand in the pain for all mine. I stand in the pain for all mine. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got to be afraid or saying that A17 said this about Blue Blood. This some shit I say to Blue Blood. But see, this some shit that Blue Blood ain't going to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't going to be able to approach him like this on this channel. He going to cook on what he want to cook on. He going to be selective and pull what he want to out of the chat from who he want to. We already know how to play go, especially when you in a defensive ass mode. And the only reason you in a defense mode, because what? You did some sus ass shit. We all been there. We all human. That's why I say stop having unrealistic expectations of motherfuckers. And we all got a taste of it. We all got a taste of it. The money was more than his integrity. He had a price. Unfortunately, and no matter how you want to spin it, it is what it is.
And for the people who question this, this ain't the
just
first
unfortunate, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is. And again, it's like it ain't nothing that we're not making it that way. People don't. I think people hear it is what it is so much they don't really understand what that means. It is what it is, meaning, and we ain't making it that it is what it is. We ain't make it that way. You get what I'm saying? We ain't make it that way. We ain't, you know, wake up and want this shit to be this way. This is the way it rolled out. This is the way it was played out in front of our eyes. It's hard to just, unless you just want to be blind or you want to be naive or whatever the case, or you just don't want to be real with yourself. If you cool with lying to yourself, then that's something different. But I'm not. I'm not.
This the same nigga that told y'all to boycott Al Heyman. Remember? This the same nigga that told y'all to boycott Al Heyman and PBC. The same nigga.
Hey, dog.
It was black folks' fault. It was black folks' fault that we hadn't got the Earl Spence fight.
Hey,
y'all remember that?
That good observation, because I call that the silly shit that don't nobody like point out, the shit that people make me, they probably call me crazy. I just notice little shit like that too. I notice like energy, like weird, different energy, like mannerisms, the way somebody moving, delivering what they saying, picking what question that they answer, kind of alluding around it, walking you around the block, and, you know what I mean, down the street, around the block, back around again. Like you just got to be. That's why I said I call myself an observer. That's why I don't care about trying to be right. You know what I'm saying? I just like to listen. You know what I'm saying? I like to listen. I don't care about being more right than somebody, but I like to listen and observe, because in doing so, you will pick up on a lot of extra shit, especially when you ain't sitting up being extra emotional for no reason.
And
get clear assessments. When you dealing with this boxing shit, you got to assess more than the actual action in the ring, bro. Trust me.
I'm gonna get out of the way and get my hair cut. Cause I think I'm a cook on this shit later. You know what I'm saying? I want to go live with the people.
My notifications is on, bro. So if you pop on, I will be over there to rock with you, bro.
Y'all keep cooking, man. I'm listening, but this some bullshit, bro. And the biggest fight in boxing was in one nigga lap. You feel what I'm saying? And he fucked it off, right? But what's fucked up about it is everybody say boxing don't live on YouTube and these YouTube niggas this, that, and the third. But he went and bought a content creator because he knew nobody else was, number one, willing to fuck with him, and number two, nobody else could do damage control or have the ability to take the impact to do damage control for something like this, except for somebody with a lot of followers and a lot of influence.
Yeah,
I'm out the way.
Appreciate you, Brody.
Yeah, dog. And you know, not only that, this ain't the only channel that's on that Bud payroll. You got channels like Errol Spence, Bud Crawford beats Errol Spence, Easy Route Errol Spence, who just goes on PR runs every video, regardless what truth comes out, they twist it for Bud's narrative, right? I was on the Boxing Voice today just trying to have a conversation with them. And as soon as I started bringing up the facts, not my opinions, just the facts, dude cut me off, did not let me talk. Try to have his comment section kill me. I stayed in his live for the whole live and held my own in the comments.
Yeah, well, the difference between, and whoever that was, the difference between me and them is I've been saying this to people, and I'm gonna keep saying it and driving this point home. I always urge people to read my about section. I try to grow this channel like a family, and with that, you know, I know it's going to come, some diversity comes with that whenever you speak in boxing. So I welcome it. I don't shut you down if your opinion or your perspective is different than mine, as long as it's respectful. And then if it's logical and within reason, I'm going to really salute it and respect it. Like, I'm just not one of them people. And I damn sure don't want a whole bunch of people in the comment section attacking you for your opinion. Like, we don't do that here, especially, you know what I mean, just for having a difference of opinion. It's only when that opinion is disrespectful and it come off crazy, it's like, then we not with it. But other than that, I welcome the diversity. That's why I said I'll do an open panel. I'll drop the link, let people come up. They free to come speak their piece, because again, this channel ain't just about what I think. It's about what my people think, what my family think. That's why I be wanting people to chime in, and they feel free. Shit, sometimes people disagree, but it's always respectful, so the conversation just continue to flow. And that's one thing that I preach over here. Like I always say, like, I'm not here to break the news. I'm here to have a conversation. And that's how I, you know, my content is centered and based around having conversations and not arguments. Get what I'm saying? Like, let people have an input. You know what I mean? You sitting here listening to me, I want you to be able to, you know what I mean, be part of the conversation as well. If you got something to add, feel free. You're always welcome to chime in. And appreciate you coming up too. Sure, you have something decent to add.
I appreciate it and I respect it, man. The reason why I'm not even against Bud if he was to go get a bigger bag. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
even against that because I'm always in support of black men, especially black men with families, being able to support their family. I'm not against that at all. But the issue I have is the narratives
Appreciate you,
that
Chop.
Bud's team is spinning around this fight. Not only that, if you go and take a different fight, you have so many open options right now
Yeah.
than David that already been knocked out by Mean Machine, which Crawford knocked out, and beat by
Mm-hmm.
Lamont Peterson, which
Mm-hmm.
Spence put the brakes on. Like you can't convince me that you legitly got
24/7
10,
salute, Brody. Appreciate
eight,
you for pulling up.
eight
Appreciate all
figures.
y'all.
You can't convince me that you legit got 8 figures to fight a man that nobody wants to see you fight, and you're not even getting anything out of it. No title, no nothing. It's doing nothing for your legacy. And you were just over here talking about his legacy over the money at the beginning of this negotiation. So I look at the word of a man and the actions behind the words, and not the narratives that the media try to spin behind it.
Mm-hmm. Monica, salute, Queen. Mm-hmm.
They
That's why.
called.
That's why I
Go ahead.
always say another thing is as consumers, we the consumers of the sport, we control the narrative. And I always say that more than what people think. And narratives don't always mean a bad thing. There's good narratives that you could push. And one of them that right off the top that I push is support the fighter, win, lose, or draw. You know, especially if they behaving and moving like a fighter. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people in boxing, like bro was saying, they want us to think that boxing don't live on YouTube. And I said this time and time again, outside of the actual action that takes place in the ring, boxing lives on YouTube. The conversation continues on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? It ain't a boxing fight every single day that we gonna get to watch. You get what I'm saying? So outside of that actual action, when people want to go get something, update, man, they coming on YouTube, man. They gonna be on YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get their updates up here. This shit matter. The shit we say matter. And again, as long as we a consumer, the shit we say is always matter. T, appreciate you for pulling back up, my bro. How you feeling over there? I got you, Terry. It's in there. You got time. You good.
Man,
You free to come up and
crazy.
top it up. So for me as a fan, you done with Bud. Ain't nothing else you could do to change my mind at this point. Yeah, I mean, he's put himself in a position where you can't really defend him, and it's hard to. And I'm always keep stressing the point. It's not about tearing them down. It's more so about holding people accountable. And I think as long as your mind is open and you're not too emotionally attached to Bud Crawford, you could differentiate the difference between the two. This is not a tear down attempt. This is simply just holding them accountable or assessing the way we think we see the situation and the reason that it might have steered the way it went. Like, and I'm gonna keep
So
saying this too. David AVANESYAN in 2022 should not be somebody getting in the ring with Bud Crawford. That shit is bogus, and I don't even
so
see how you
just
feel
do
comfortable doing it. What's good, Alex? Salute, Alex and Terry. What's good, bro?
doing good, man. Hey Terry, how you doing,
Hey,
man?
oh shoot, that's my boy Alex. You know, we done already chopped it up before. How's everybody doing,
My
man?
bro
Yeah,
Juba
but
right there.
the wrestler, man, Terry Smoot, man. You know.
Hey, I was a football player and a track person, but I also dabbled in wrestling too. You know what I mean?
What y'all
But
got on?
hey,
I know y'all.
let me say this. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
This move by Terence Crawford, it's gonna say as much about Errol Spence as it does about Terence Crawford. Because if we're saying this about Terence Crawford right now, Errol Spence's next move is gonna say a lot about Errol Spence. You know what I mean? Like based
Mm-hmm.
off
But
of who he fights next, and like I doubt that Errol is going to fight a guy of David Avanesian's level as a plan B for Terence Crawford. I think either he's going to fight maybe a Fundora or he'll fight a Jaron Ennis. That's my honest prediction. But
Stanley
so you don't see him satisfying any of his mandatories because he would have like one or two because
yes, but we're
once it's been
acting like with these mandatory things, we're acting like Errol is just like this puppet on a string. I think Errol has the ability to make his own decisions. If he really wants to fight Jaron Boots Ennis next, he would go to PBC and he would be like, "Hey, I'll vacate the WBA and I will fight Jaron Ennis." as my IBF mandatory. I
Wait,
honestly believe it.
real quick question. Did the WBA? I know that he's taken over Ugas, who did take over the WBA title. Is it? Did the WBA order Errol Spence and Stanionis, or is it just that Errol is taking up the mandatory duty since Ugas lost to him?
It is just the assumption right now that the WBA
No,
will. Well, T just made a video. Yeah, T just made a
why would
video.
Errol Spence drop his belt to go fight Boots? What sense does that make?
That's what I'm getting at right there.
To make a statement. To make a statement, like I have big balls, like I'll fight Jaron Ennis just to show how big my balls are. You know what I mean?
It makes zero.
That's pointless though.
No sense.
Stanionis is the most likely fight.
No sense at all.
That'd be a little. That'd be.
Yo, and
Get him, Southern T.
So that man said yesterday. That it's hard for him to make the weight. And what you saying, instead of him moving up to 154, like he been said he was gonna do, he should stay at for him to make, and then fight Boots after dropping his belt. So say fuck.
Exactly.
Okay, he can
So
move up.
He wants him. He wants him to do like.
So lose.
He wants him to do what Jamal
right?
Charlo.
So lose the belt, right, and then go fight Boots. Instead of why not just move up and fight Fundora?
Yeah,
because me personally, Errol ain't fighting Boots until he go to 54 anyway. That's how I feel anyway.
My thing is,
I'm
Boots
with
not
that.
even
I
next
see
in
that.
line. Boots not even next in line. And Boots.
No, ain't Boots. Wait, hold on.
all.
Isn't Boots number 1 or number 2 in the IBF rankings? Like he's in a mandatory S
number
position.
one. Boots number 1 and number 2 in the WBO, the WBC, and the motherfucking IBF. He number 1, number 2 in everything.
So he's at least in the position. He's in the position though.
Literally said, I'm about to fight this fight and lead a division, and we still trying to get him to fight Boots. How about since Bud not fighting him? How about he fight Boots since he gonna be at 47?
Here come the damage
But
control.
listen, if
damage
Crawford
control.
is fighting Avanesyan, if Errol Spence fights,
logical course of action that's going to happen is this is two things that's going to happen. Either Spence
He
is
gonna
moving
know
up.
what I mean when I say
Spence
that.
is either moving up
He know.
to 154 or he's going to fight
Look at that
Stanionis
exposed, too.
and wait for a buff fight in February if they can make that happen. Those are the only two things. Only two things I can see happening. Stanionis.
I think that the Bud fight is going to happen in the new year once the new budget comes out because it's a renew of money. So PBC will have the money at the beginning of the year because then they'll be able to plan out their fights. So they will have the refunds and the sources there, but maybe they just cash them out right now till the end of the year. Like, they spent all their money because remember, you did get $40 million to Canelo Alvarez to fight Caleb Plant. Like, you don't have that much money for the budget. Like, that's got to go for a whole year. Even Bob Arams told us that.
Yo, did y'all hear what?
I just don't want Errol to move up to like 154 and fight like a warm-up fight like the Danny Garcia or like an Erickson.
Errol ain't gonna fight no warm-ups.
I would want him to fight a Sebastian Fundora right away.
I think my thing is when you move up to a new division, 9 times out of 10, you don't fight a champion first, right? And if he do fight a champion, it's gonna be Charlo. And if it's not Charlo, it's probably be a vacant belt. So he probably gonna fight.
Charlo already said on the interview that no, Charlo already said it. Charlo said
I want to see Errol fight Bud. I don't want to see Errol be a superhero and go
Facts.
Then go fight motherfucking Batman and shit like that. I want to see him fight Bud.
I do.
No, Charlo already said that he's gonna drop 2 belts.
Nope, as if that shit makes sense. That shit makes 0 sense, bro. That shit makes 0 sense, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You want this man to drop a strap, right? He trying to get undisputed. You want him to drop a strap. Go back.
Exactly.
That would make no sense if I'm trying to be.
Yes, but I want the best fights. We all want the best fight.
But he trying to be undisputed though.
You should be hollering at Bud about him fighting David AVANESYAN. The best fight is him fighting Bud. The best fight is not him fighting nobody else but Bud.
There's a difference between what you want.
Yeah, Mike.
Alex, you want him to hustle backwards.
Don't take no tune-ups.
There's a difference between what you want and then the risk mitigation that these teams have to look at when they go into their fight. They're not setting up Spence with Boots because that's a real dangerous fight. Boots a live dog, and it's too low, high risk, low reward for Spence.
Correct.
The thing that makes the most sense is to fight Stanionis to just get that out the way in hopes that he can get the fight with Bud. And if you pay attention to what Spence said, he just said that in the
But his
interview.
body can't
really
control
just need
that.
to move
What if
up. He
his
need to say,
body won't allow him?
Fuck that fight. Just move up, bro. And whatever you go do in your new division, just do it. Whatever you go do in your new division, just do it. You ain't got to go fight Batman and Superman and shit, bro. Just move on with your career, bro.
Yeah.
Just go up and fight whoever you go fight at 54. It could be a fucking David Avanesian. It don't matter. If Bud could fight him, you could go up to 54 and fight a David.
No, I think with all three.
No.
My thing is, no. My thing is, in a new division for your first fight, you could be open to fight whoever the hell you want to fight.
I think he gets an interim shot. I think Errol goes straightway to an interim title fight, and then he's in position.
Yo, what if Errol goes straight to 54 and fight Lara?
He could. He has the ability. He has the ability. Oh yeah, Lara's that's the 160.
Yeah, I think Lara.
Oh, he at 60 now.
Yeah.
Who's the 150? Oh yeah, Jamal has.
I don't know.
I just get sick of hearing that dumbass, bro. He should fight Boots, bro. How? He can't. How?
And that's what Mike's saying. He's saying he hopes Spence and Boots never fight. Why make the two true warriors fight when you got cowards like Thurman and Crawford hoping they knock each other off? And by that logic, I get what you mean. He already did all the heavy lifting. You want him to continue to do the heavy lifting while you just
wow. But where's Bud's heavy lifting? Where's Bud's heavy lifting though? Like where did Bud ever fight?
Literally.
No, Alex, you have to Alex, you got to answer that question. There's no buts here. Can you answer that question?
He not. He said, "Is it?"
Ask the question again.
EJ,
I said, where was Bud's heavy lifting compared to Errol's? You have to ask that question.
Yeah.
So where is that?
You are correct. You are correct. Terrence Crawford made the absolute wrong decision in choosing to fight David Avanesian. This is a horrible duck move. But also, we also have to hold like the other end. We have to have a plan B. When the biggest fight.
Hold Earl Spence to his word. His word was,
for example,
this fight and I'm leaving the division. That was
yes, and I have an example. Deontay Wilder tried to fight Anthony Joshua for like 3 years. Anthony Joshua didn't want to fight. What did Deontay Wilder do? He fought Tyson Fury, the other best guy in the division.
But you're not being honest. But you're not. Wait, hold on. When you say that, you're not even being honest because Deontay Wilder met all of his expectations. He said, "Send me $50 million." Then you had Eddie Hearn that said, "How do we know that this Alabama man has $50 million?" You didn't even ask for proof of funds. It's in your account. Like you're not even being really honest when you say that. You're really not being fully honest. You're being very deceptive when you say that. So I want you to clarify that again. Please re-clarify that.
That's not the same.
Not only that.
That's what you want him to do. What you want him to do is what you want him to do. What he said he was gonna do was fight this fight and move up. That's all there's to it, bro. That's simple.
Let me ask.
Yes, but isn't that the most entertaining possible thing? Wouldn't that entertain us all?
Let me ask you something.
At 54. I think Fedora at 54. I think Fedora at 54 makes more sense than Boots at 47.
Okay, I would love that fight. Let's do that fight.
You get a new division. You get a big name under your belt.
Listen, Earl is already doing the heavy lifting. Earl has already been doing all the heavy lifting. Let me tell you this. He has one of the hardest routes to undisputed.
He don't got nothing to gain from that.
No, especially with
Fedora is ranked highly in the new. Earl is number 1 in Boost division. Boost don't got nothing to offer him.
Nah, and he's already done the heavy lifting. Why would he go take that fight when? Let me ask you this. I guarantee you cannot name, without going to Google, all the people that Bud fought to become undisputed. But nobody will ever forget who Spence have to fight to become undisputed. The heavy lifting is real, man. And that's not taking anything away from Bud because he did it. He had to fight the people that was in front of him. He had no choice who had the belts at the time that they had the belts. But you cannot deny that he had the easiest route to undisputed.
Thanks, Johnny.
If anybody wants to say anything about the easy route,
and it's crazy because he continued to show you who taking the easy route. He continued to show you. David Avanesian, since we talking about easy route, like he continued to take the fucking easy route, bro. This shit is mind blowing, man. Mind blowing.
We ain't go. Bud had the yellow brick road.
We ain't gonna complain about the bullshit fight. But what Earl need to do is go fight a super mega fight. Fuck out of here.
It's called a plan B. It's called a contingency plan, T.
No,
we
but
need
a contingency,
bro.
A contingency plan should not consist of me dropping a belt to get a fight. That's what you suggest.
Fighting Boots.
That cannot be a contingency plan.
Fine, forget about Boots. Move up to 154 and fight Fundora. How about
so you don't have no? So really, honestly, you don't have a contingency plan. You're just trying to get Errol to fight the best, but you're not even holding Terrence Crawford to that standard. That's literally what you're admitting right now. You're admitting that right now.
That's all it's ever been.
That's all it's ever been. Errol was trying to fight the best, and now you're saying you really want him to fight the second best. Now, what you're saying, you don't want him to see him fight the best no more.
I just want to be entertained, guys. Come on,
no, because you're not. No, we can't cut. We cannot cut you slack because you're being very dishonest. You're being very disingenuous.
I'm gonna say what people ain't gonna say. People want to see Spence fight Boots, want to see Spence lose, and that's the truth. They don't want Spence to become undisputed by beating Terrence Crawford. A lot of people that want to see Spence fight Boots want to see Spence lose because there's a very good chance that he could lose that fight.
Get that narrative shit out of here, bro. We ain't retarded, my nigga. Stop that shit, bro. Stop jumping on that shit with that bullshit.
Yeah, Alex, you got to come with something a little bit stronger because, like, we can literally see right through you, like glass stained windows.
I told you the only thing we really trying to figure out which one is he? Huey, Dewey, or Louie? Scrooge? He might be Scrooge because Scrooge just care about the money. He might be Scrooge. Daffy, Donald, motherfucking Howard.
It's horrible that Crawford is fighting AVANESYAN, but there's nothing we can do about it. He's gonna fight him in Omaha. Do you think they're gonna boo him in Omaha? Like,
man,
we don't care about them booing him.
Dude, they're not. They would, bro. At that junior high school fucking arena, at that junior high school stadium, they're gonna do it at. Come on now, let's be honest. Like, dude, where's he gonna sell out? In Omaha? When we could have did this in Texas, in Jerry Jones' world? Like, you guys got to stop. Like, the excuses don't even make up. And then you want 40. You want 40 of my dollars? Like, I got to pay $40 for this?
Justin,
get the fuck out of here.
He said, hell with that. Bub been having tuna fights his whole career, and he continued. David AVANESYAN and Drew, what's good with it, bro?
And then they got the fucking audacity to even make it a pay-per-view.
Mighty Ducks. In fact, there you go, Ash. I knew I was missing some of them. Mighty Ducks. You just know defended. I'm sorry, yo. I know people would love to, and it's just what it is, bro. He makes it hard to defend him. You can't.
And y'all watched the Porter fight. I know y'all did. Everybody seen that Bud is kind of like Wilder in the sense that he be losing the fight into the knockout. Man, Porter was putting pressure on Bud from round 1 to 8.
Same thing with Kell Brook. Remember that too, bro. Same thing with Kell Brook.
Jab was, but Kell Brook, man, he's damaged goods. When he broke both eye sockets, he's more susceptible to being knocked out. That's why dude got put down by a jab. Like, I can't even. It's not the same Kell Brook that fought Triple G. Not the same Kell Brook that fought Spence.
And we got to blame Eddie Hearn for that one. Ain't nobody, like, I don't know how Eddie Hearn can convince him to go up 2 weight classes, I guess, for whatever payday, but then it probably didn't work out well, so it was bad for his health.
Then Kenny Porter said Earl gave him the harder fight too. For the people that think that just because he quote unquote TKO'd Sean Porter that was the tougher fight, nope. His pops even said it was
Kenny Porter. Kenny Porter been saying a lot about that fight lately.
Yeah, he said he has an interview out right now. He said that he stopped the fight not because the son was in danger, because his son's mind was not right. He was not training properly for the fight. He was doing his podcast. He was all over the networks. He was not training seriously for that fight. Bud was his friend. Porter knew he was retiring. He just wanted that payday. That's what you ain't never seen Porter lose his cool and start punching the ring in a fight. You ain't never seen that.
I said earlier in the chat, remember when Floyd was having those interviews this past month with Fight Hype talking about the Spence and Crawford fight not happening and everybody was getting on his case? I have a feeling freaking Floyd was talking to Crawford, and I think Floyd had a lot to do with all of this, with this fight not happening.
Hey, I tell you what, he ended up looking right, saying that it wasn't happening. Tell you that, I give him that. His little bald head ass new, or his little, he got a fade or whatever he got. He bought some hair.
That
But listen,
hairspray.
I
That
gotta
shit that
go,
you spray
guys.
on.
I just wanted to say we all lost in this situation. We're not getting the big fight that we all want. I just want the best fights for everybody to be entertained.
Boxing felonies. That's also one of the layers.
Lloyd got a spray on. He got a spray on season.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
yeah, I'll talk to you guys again soon. Have a nice one, guys.
All right.
Nah, be safe, Alex. Be safe.
All right, Alex. Now stop spreading that bullshit around YouTube.
All right. It was right, low key. Thanks, Johnny. Shit was crazy. TBS, what's good with it, Kyle?
Hey, right, Curtis.
Curtis.
Right, go tell Canelo we need to be entertained. Fuck you, man. You need to be entertained. Fuck you talking about?
Did y'all hear what the boxing voice was saying this morning?
What'd he say?
Bro, I was on there. They tried to kill me on there, bro. They tried to kill me. They didn't even let me speak. I was speaking true. They tried to kill me on there today.
Yo, I was listening. I was listening to that shit on the way to work. Ness had the nerve to say,
I don't even watch that bullshit no more.
Look, Ness was saying, what if Bud is doing what Canelo did with Yildirim and then fought Billy something? Get the fuck out of here.
Trying to find a way to explain the bullshit, right?
Exactly. Yep. Talking about Bud taking a big 8-figure payday. Talking about let him go ahead and do that and then come back later and fight Errol. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I'm a big advocate.
I'm not even mad at him getting his bread, bro. Like, get your bread.
He could have fought Errol now and got his biggest payday.
My only thing is that fight would happen on PBC then. Because then let's say Bud does get this $10 million payday. That means he's gonna bring to the table the numbers of I made $10 million in my last fight. So Errol, I mean, I gotta be at least guaranteed $10 million. Do you think PBC and all them they're gonna
PBC is not doing business with Bud. They want to do business with
people to ask them. That's why
they're not doing business with Bud. But I heard a lot of people talking about what Earl's going to do next. Earl's going to do what he always do. He's going to do exactly what he told everybody he was going to do. He said he had one more fight, which was Bud Crawford. If he don't get that fight, he's going to 54. That's exactly what he's going to do. So all this fighting, moves, standing on this, ain't none of that happen. He's going to do exactly what he said he'd do. He does everything he said he's going to do.
Yeah.
He said, I got one fight left. That's Bud Crawford. If I don't get that, I'm going to 54. So that's what he's doing. Whoever he fight at 54, it'd be who he fight at 54. But that's where he will be fighting at next. And I'm going to hold that man to his word because he hasn't told me no lies yet. He's the only person, him and Deontay Wilder, the only people in boxing that have not told me any lies yet.
Yeah. Demetrius Bright was good with him on
YouTube.
Yeah, for real.
Boy, they be fanboys for real. They're not fans of boxing, they fan of men, and that's why they try to defend men, regardless if it's the truth or not.
They black excellence haters, bro. Whatever the black excellence like, whatever the black people like, they hate that shit, bro. It don't matter. The reason they like Bud is because we like Earl. No, you know what I'm saying? But they don't give a fuck about none of this shit. They just want to.
They don't even care about Bud.
They want to keep up shit amongst us, bro. That's what they want. I'm sure, bro. I'm on their ass, bro. They want to keep up shit amongst us.
They don't care about Bud. They just want to see Spence get beat. That's why they bring back boots. That's why
they don't even buy his pay-per-view.
I'm telling you.
His last fight sold
Bud, a $40 hoe. That nigga went from fighting on ESPN to being
this what I want to see. He signed a contract. He signed a contract to get $10 million. According to the report, he signed a contract to get $10 million for this fight with David Avanesian. The company that's putting on the fight only has $5 million. They
only gross annually a little over $5 million.
So I wonder, did they open their books up for his ass? Little sensitive ass.
I want to see how they gonna when the fight is all said and done. I want to see how they gonna give him $10 million. Because from what I've been hearing from a lot of people, ain't nobody buying this fight. I got to look at the fact that he just had a fight with Sean Porter on ESPN for pay-per-view. He did 130,000 pay-per-views. They lost money. They lost money. The fight was for $10 million. They lost money in that. That was for
They lost big
whole
money.
fight. That was for the whole fight with $10 million because Porter got 4 and Bud got 6, and then you got the other fighters and the venue and all that. So they lost money in that. So if he did 130 with Sean Porter, what you think he's gonna do with David Avenese?
Bro, he did 135 with Sean Porter. Spence Sean Porter did 345. Man, come on, that's the same. They fight in the same fight,
like
and his
64,000, 64K with David Avenesian.
Come on, man.
Like, damn, even if that.
And these were my talking points when I went to the boxing verse.
That shit gonna do 20K.
Super ultra fast.
Yeah, it might be looking like what's that? Keith Thurman last fight where he fought Mario Barrio. They did something like 50,000 pay-per-views.
It probably won't even be that.
Yeah. It's going. Like I said, I want to see how they're going to pay him that money when they see this fight is all said and done. Yep. The shit going to look like Triller. The shit going to look like Triller. It's going to look like Triller, a one-hit wonder. That was it.
That nigga had the nerve to say Avanesian was dangerous.
Avenesian is a prospect.
Yeah.
That nigga said he was dangerous.
Avenesian, an old ass prospect, a domestic level prospect.
This nigga got knocked out by Mean Machine.
Domestic level
Peterson.
Fight.
Exactly. Lamont Peterson
2017.
Ain't nobody like, damn, yo, Bud, that's crazy, bro. I don't even know how he could feel comfortable as a man saying that's who I'm fighting next.
David Avenesian lost. Everybody wants to say Porter lost all his big fights. David Avenesian lost all his big fights.
Yeah.
Yo, and don't y'all know Keyshawn Davis got to fight the same night?
He might fight on that card with him. It's in Omaha.
Nah, he fight in New York.
Oh,
Keyshawn Davis fighting in New York.
He's not fighting on that card because the card that Keyshawn Davis is fighting on is ESPN. The card that fighting on.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought that. Just saying. I'm just thinking of them being cool and them probably.
So that means too the camp gonna be split up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey dog, until Boxing Rec change
and I can tell you right now,
fight, I can't believe none of that because it said he's fighting John whatever McQuez or whatever the dude's name is in November 19th. The dude.
No, I'm gonna tell you like this. Bob probably would do that just to shut Bud down. He probably do that just to shut Bud down because he knows everybody gonna watch ESPN. Niggas don't know what BLK Prime is. They don't know what BLK Prime is.
Nah, what cause that? Bro was good.
He probably do that to shut Bud down and make Bud come crawling back to ESPN.
Appreciate you, Kurt.
I get that, but I'm saying Davis still got to fight November 19th. Until Boxing Rec change it, I'm not believing none of this December 10th fight talk.
I can't believe this dude, yeah.
Me personally, I don't care if Keyshawn Davis had to fight the same night. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. I ain't buying that Bud Crawford fight.
Hell no.
Like I told all my people many times before, I don't buy nothing that I don't want to see.
Yo, to be honest, I'm not even watching that shit, y'all.
Me neither.
I will watch the highlights on YouTube.
Exactly.
They don't even gotta worry. I won't even like stream it. Don't even worry about it. Y'all won't stuff.
None of that. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that.
I'm not giving, the only views they will get me is from watching the highlights on YouTube. That's the only views they get from me.
Yeah.
Shit, big fact. I'm not watching that shit either, bro. I'm not watching it, streaming it, none of that.
Nah,
I ain't even going to legally stream the shit. I don't even care nothing about it, bro.
Like I said,
yeah, facts, Mike. He just cool giving us. It's like he know how to disconnect with the fans. He don't know how to connect with his core fan base. He know how to blame the fans while giving them shit fights and then holding up an undisputed. I'm telling you, he put himself in a position. People ain't gonna never like him, man. Ain't nobody gonna care nothing he doing unless it's a meaningful fight. And he ain't, how much longer he got? He 35. He already said he ain't fighting until he 40. So realistically, like how many he got left in him? But this is what you gonna waste one of your fights in your career on? Avanesian, bro. All right, bet. Instead of going for undisputed, you going for some stupid shit. All right,
disputed.
Man,
this nigga a D class fighter.
Cause he know that him.
He didn't never want that Spence fight, bro. He didn't never want that fight.
That's the
He
only
never
thing
wanted it.
Try to hold over Spence is that
I knew
at 40. He knows if he
I knew
gets
for a
there,
fact.
it's over.
I knew for a fact Bud was gonna duck when he said, "I'm gonna sign the contract after Errol beat Ugas." I said he don't want the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, peep Danny. Y'all remember Danny Garcia fight when Bud was in the crowd?
We hate that fight, Corey. We not watching that shit, bro.
He was watching Spence versus Danny Garcia. He was throwing punches in the crowd. He looked very confident because Spence wasn't 100%. But after he seen that Ugas fight, he changed his tone real quick. When Spence came out breaking people's eye socket, he changed his tone real quick.
Real quick. He was talking all shit leading up to Ugas fight.
I told everybody that Ugas fight scared everybody. Everybody was like, oh shit, Earl Spence is back.
Yep, his legacy take a hit, and he swear that undisputed at 40, like he holding on to the fact that he feel like he is shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. Who cares about that? They're gonna know that you avoided Spence. They're gonna know. The real one's gonna know, bro. Talking about you don't need that fight, he needed. Yeah, okay, all right.
And then Bud keep living off his legacy at 140. Let him go to 149.
Right. Take your ass to 140, motherfucker.
Yeah.
He'll get one.
There. Take your ass back.
Yeah,
Going on with
and go become undisputed again at 140. You got enough competition. Go get them belts again.
He'll get washed.
Go get them belts again.
Ooh, let that nigga Gary Antoine get a hold of his ass. Ooh.
I'm telling you, man. When moving like this, you don't even call him Bud. You just call him Terrence, man. Just call that boy
man.
He
seen Spence beat that 1-2 from Ugas and come back and win the round, and they got spooked.
That nigga,
hell yeah.
That nigga named Alfonso. We ain't call that nigga Terrence no more. Nigga named Alfonso.
Terrence Dud.
Call that nigga Alfonso.
Terrence Dud Budrick Crawford. Yeah. Terrence Budrick Dud Crawford. However you want to put it. Say all that shit. His bogus ass giving us this fight. He always beat Crawford ass. Yeah, him twice in the amateurs. Did it. Yeah, Crawford.
Yo, Josh, that nigga lose his first fight at 140.
Jeff Horn, yo. That's when Bud and that Black Air Force energy.
Jeff Corn.
Jeff Corn, man.
Call that nigga Alfonso because Terrence I know don't move like
that. Jeff Soft Corn.
That nigga named Alfonso.
I'm telling you, bro.
Alfonso Crawford. That's it, DP.
Alfonso Crawford.
Because Terrence Crawford don't move.
Alfonso
Crawford right there. That ain't Terrence Crawford. That's
Alfonso Crawford, Fredo from The Godfather. I knew DP. DP, fool. The Nation of Budricks. What of y'all made that?
Donnie Brasco Bud. Donnie Brasco Bud.
Yeah, Regis will catch him with one of them Street Fighter punches.
It ain't Terrence Crawford.
Hell yeah.
That's Burns Taufford. That's who the fuck.
Teresa.
Terrence Taufford.
Teresa.
Terrence Dud. What you call him? Barron's Tud Dalford.
Barron's Tud Dalford.
Dud Balford.
It's Barron's Tud Dalford.
Duckford. Duckford. You know what I'm saying? Dud Duckford.
Darkwing Duckford.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go. Darkwing Duckford. There you go, Judith. Uncle Buckus. St. Louis there, Uncle Buckus.
Howard the Duck Sauce.
His name
nigga named Francis. And he moved just like a nigga named Francis. Yep. His name Francis Crawford.
Yo, you might have to call him Francois. You know what I'm saying? You want to be
he bougie.
Darren Duckford.
He a bougie duck.
You gotta call him Francois.
Francois.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He going over there to the UK or fighting a Euro guy, right? Francois.
I duck elegantly.
You know what I'm saying? Teresa. I dropped my book.
They had to be the biggest duck.
Teresa Bud.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give him an A for effort in his ducking skills. His ducking skills are top notch.
Yeah, they strategic as hell, especially if you knowing that EJ on borrowed time at 47. Yeah, you pulled it off. You put a strategic ducking, bud. That's probably the smartest thing you did.
You gotta be a smart man. You got to be a smart man to fool the whole fucking
Bro,
world.
he clearance done shop for.
You got to be a smart man to fool the whole
open
fucking
for
world,
business.
bro.
Sad and bougie. Hell no.
The fool.
Do it.
Francois.
Sad and bougie. Yeah, I'm telling you, Josh. Chocolate
Hey,
cat.
Mark Kirkley retarded.
Crawford and Ruba must think everybody's stupid. Yeah, Mike, it's just unfortunate. It's frustrating that we it's like for us to follow the sport as closely as we do, for us to try to for somebody to just mislead us down fucking, you know what I mean? I have us chasing our tail, so to speak. But then it's like once I heard that
banana in the
I
tailpipe.
always said it wasn't happening. Just call him Scaredy Cat Crawford.
And T, I had meant to bet last night, nigga. I fell asleep.
Yeah, I know he gonna cook him DP already. I could just imagine. He gonna BF gonna tear him a new one. He said something. He already got it set up for him. Know he gonna cook him. But yeah, Mike, and it's just about just being able to call a spade a spade. You always want to be able to do that. Like it's nothing cool about it's people really depend on this shit as their entertainment, man. The last thing you want to be is misled in any way, shape, or form. It's just bogus, and it's shitty. It's shitty as hell. So that shit is wild.
That shit crazy, man.
This shit crazy.
This AVANESYAN out of all people.
David AVANESYAN, y'all. Bud and bougie. Dud and bougie. Dud Duckford. You know what I'm saying? Barrett, Dud Duckford.
Dud and Goofy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dud and Doofy. Dud and Doofy. We're gonna be on his ass. We got right. He got these and he's his only joke. So like
that nigga say Dud and Doofy.
Not a damn thing, Dud Duckford.
Facts, Eric. Facts, though, bro. It is facts. It's the you ain't mad at it. It's the misleading, yeah. It's the misleading that do it, man.
Hey, man, just do
it.
What's good, bro?
Not a damn nutter bud.
Not a damn
thing.
Not
a damn nutter bud. And I was watching that channel for a long time. And you start to see people upgrade clothing, they change their cars, changing how they interact.
Somebody at Dairy Queen.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait till it tells you, ask you yes.
Multiple, man, I'm telling you, and I see it with multiple channels that's right in that bud way. So somebody getting.
Let me get 2 double cheeseburgers, no pickles.
All the want to get in that chat.
Somebody mute that junk.
Yeah.
Mute that shit.
Cool. You got what's on your phone?
Yeah.
Somebody got that static in the back.
Give me a double cheeseburger, plain with cheese, ketchup, mustard, ice cream for the drink.
And let me get a double cheeseburger, no bun.
Make that double burger with cheese.
It was Looney Tune. Yeah. Dud Duckford. Darkwing Duckford.
Double hamburger,
double burger, some fries.
Double hamburger, add the cheese, no bun.
That shit just is sad, man.
Make that a double burger with cheese.
I don't see how we got here, though. I really don't. I don't think we deserve it as boxing fans, man. We should have been able to say, like, damn, we gonna get one of the best fights. You know what I mean? That boxing could give us this year. And it's just sad that we had.
Yo, they fucked us over.
Yeah, boxing failed us too. That's one of the
baddest fuck over in boxing history.
Yeah, boxing failed us too. I got you, Core. It's all good, Brody. I already know how that be.
They pulled a whammy over us.
Sir Francois Budford Duckington. So eloquent.
We work hard against.
I got you, bro. I got you. Body more salute, bro. What's good with you, man? Yeah, I already know, bro. Tell me about it. And that's why y'all gonna know my slogan. Y'all gonna know why I came up with it. And I just wanted to be clear. It's nothing against breaking the news. It's all good because you know who broke this David AVANESYAN news to me and was accurate as hell before anybody touched it. And I follow mad people. T. So, bro, ain't nothing wrong with breaking the news. He broke the.
Shout out to the
thing
nigga
is,
team.
and this is no shot, bro. Just broke accurate news. That's all that is. It's just what it was. That's what happened. It's what he said. And then everybody else I seen pile up with their videos and they breaking news joints. I seen where I seen it first. I also was in another chat making sure I told him bro was on reporting it right now. So I ain't want to just try to say it and then like I'm coming up. Nope. Let him know, bro, was on my bad job because somebody's stomping on my head.
It's good, yo.
But
it's good,
bro
Body
was
More.
on it. Salute, Body More. So I already know, bro. I know how it is. That's why I say my slogan is I ain't here to break the news. I'm here to have a conversation. So I always say after the news,
I'm gonna drop a sub.
So it's all good. I want people to know, man. It's all. That's why my content is centered a different way, man. I take it a different direction. So nobody gotta ever feel like, shit, yeah, he did it. Nope. Facts, Kurt. It don't mean nothing to him. He cool. He Scrooge McDuck too. In that bag and just don't care. A little grumpy and just don't blame everybody else. Y'all fault. You, and you. You need to surround him in a house of mirrors so he can know who fault it is.
Yo, T.
Murder Lane. Talk to him, Murder Lane. How? Sway? How?
Yo, T. Whenever they bring up Bud, you gotta hit him with the
But
Body More. That's the fact, bro.
He did all this.
Just speaking facts. TSPN, man, bro. It's TNN and TSPN. That's where I got my news from. And everybody else reported it after the fact. And a good little gap in between the reports too. Took people a quick second. He was already in full cook by the time people already started trying to drop him. So I just wanted to let y'all know where I got it from.
Yeah, but Bud didn't want that fight, man. He did all this as a PR run so that when he makes his case for Hall of Fame, he can say he did everything he could to make the fight and Spence didn't want the fight. Like that's literally all it is, man. And
man, I appreciate you. You right, probably like the second, third person that said that today, and we gonna keep being like that. TWT really represent what's good in boxing. I really feel like that. I don't think it's tooting the horn. I just think we care differently. I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't better than nobody. We just care differently. So our shit, our assessments, our content, our delivery, our conversations, they centered around just being real, authentic, and organic, man. Just how I let this conversation roll out. When nobody had to get tore down, you know, we shot some jokes at them, but all in all, it's about really holding people accountable. And again, and what people are missing, this is a big part. This is something I'm glad I almost forgot to mention. It's people quick to come to his defense, but it's okay for him to blame the fans, but it's not okay for us to say it's his fault. Get what I'm saying? So he could say it's our fault and then say the UK fans the best after saying it's our fault that the fight ain't happened, but we can't blame him, but he could blame us. You get what I'm saying? Just think about that. That's he one person. He blamed all of us. The people that actually support his ass, the people that actually buy the fight or go to the fight if they could. You get what I'm saying? That's the people he blamed. So I don't think he get to do that and get the dip and dip out of criticism and avoid it. No, you get this too. You get to blame us. We get to say it's you. If we get to gather the information that we consume, the content and all the shit the information that's came out, we could come up with an assessment. We feel like it's you. When in your mind you felt like it was the fans, your promoter, it was EJ, it was his team, it was everybody else, wasn't you? And we only blaming one person. We ain't blaming everybody. We saying it's you. Simple and plain. Anytime if somebody is not holding themselves accountable, meanwhile pointing the fingers at everybody else, it's in fact you, bro. It's you just because you're not holding yourself accountable. And that's with any situation. It ain't just boxing. That's how I go through life. You gotta be anything you involved in is a certain amount of responsibility that you gotta accept. And any of the statements that he's made, any of that shit that he released, anything that he allowed his man Bernie to speak on, none of that sound like self-accountability to me. It only sounded like finger pointing and passing the buck. That's all it was.
And dog, look, he's saying that because people don't want to pay to see him fight no weak ass fights. Like, man, nobody about to pay money to go to your fight to watch.
But what you think they're gonna do now? Like, he just made it worse.
Man, he gonna have to see. That's the thing. But if he has that money guarantee, you think he cares? This might be his last fight. 10 mil and he out. Like,
I'm telling you, he already went on his Hall of Fame press run. He talking like a Hall of Famer. He moving like a Hall of Famer.
He done got his fifth
It's a
plaque.
dope ass YouTuber that gave him a ceremony like he asked for. Y'all gotta go look. I don't know if y'all heard his Southern tape, but go check it out. He gave him a dope ass eulogy.
Nobody holds that brother.
You know what I mean? Dope ceremony.
Yeah,
The
you
biggest thing
was
that
on
people
point.
forget too is that he got the legends backing him right now, and that's what got his head so pumped up. He got people like Roy Jones, James Toney talking shit about Spence, but filling his head up, telling him he don't need Spence to make it into the Hall of Fame.
I secretly think Thurman is too risky for him. In terms of risk that he want to take, because look where he went, yo. You could have went somewhere else to get some type of people would have still got on your ass, but you would at least had something like some type of leg to stand on. You have nothing. With AVANESYAN, bro, you have nothing, bro.
And Boots would make more sense for Crawford because he don't got to drop his belts to fight Boots.
Exactly.
Shit is bogus, bro. Yeah, facts, body more, and then you know how you know people are not used to self accountability because when we hold somebody to it, they take it as we dissing them or we hating. No, you just ain't used to motherfuckers holding people accountable for the shit that they say, and when the shit that they do don't line up with the shit that they say, and we on them about it, we got people that want to come and protect them. You can't protect them. You can't. There's no protection plan for that, man. You can't do it. There's no defending it. And I always say it. I know you can't do it, but just play hypothetical. Let's switch roles. I said this before. You put Spence in that same situation, and he go left when he should have went right, or he go, you know what I mean, right when he should have went straight. Like, come on, man. You go backwards when you should have went forwards. Like that's what Bud just did. That's a backwards ass move. It's no explaining this. It does nothing for your career. It's just an unnecessary risk, but it's a minimal risk at that. You're not fighting no big ass puncher. You're not fighting no super skill fighter. You fighting a domestic level fucking damn near prospect, man, old ass prospect.
For him, it's just a money grab, bro. That's all I see. It's like a quick little money grab. That's it.
Facts, Ghost.
They killed Spence for Ugas because they said he ducked Pacquiao because he got injured, and they killed him for fighting Spence and Ugas, and Ugas had the belts.
You heard that weird shit too? He ducked Pacquiao with a fake injury. I say, yo, y'all push any narrative. Y'all was wrong with boxing if y'all push that fake shit. And he went straight to the dude that beat the dude. Straight to him. He said, all right, this dude out of boxing, he's irrelevant. Ain't no sense for me to chase a fight with him. That's a missed opportunity, but I will not let this one slip. Your ass next. You got the belt. You took it from him. I'm taking that shit from you. Took the belt from 3 different champions, man. Like, and he making sure he don't get the 4th one.
Face planted on the ground. You can see the pictures where the same eye is already fucked up in the picture after the car accident, but he faked that injury to duck Pacquiao. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. To fight a younger fighter that beat Pacquiao. What y'all think Spence was going to do to Pacquiao, man? These narratives really don't make sense. When you
Facts, Josh.
They don't understand how much of a blessing that was to Pacquiao.
Dog, if the fighter that fought Ugas went in there with Pac-Man when he couldn't move his legs like that.
Facts, body more. These dudes ain't watched UJ, but they
that
know
would have been Pacquiao what he did to Ugas. Pacquiao probably would have died.
No undisputed, Don Shada. He don't even care. He rather fight in Omaha and David AVANESYAN at that, and think somebody ain't gonna say nothing about that 34-year-old prospect with like 3 losses already. Man, get your ass out of here with that. Ain't no justifying that. And I promise you, Spence would have got the same treatment had he done that. I promise y'all that. That's something that you just gonna have to take my word for, because don't bank on him being no sucker. He ain't been one in his career. He ain't gonna start being one. Like, so you're never gonna see that. But take my word for it. He would have got it. And the only opportunity I could point to where I had to get on the fighter more recently for something that they did, just to be transparent, was when Shakur Stevenson missed weight. I had an hour and something half live talking about that, and it wasn't defending him. And the good thing for him is I ain't had to defend him because he held his own self accountable. Unlike other fighters, they don't know how to hold themselves accountable, and they cool with blaming everybody but themselves. Man, that shit is weak.
Just self accountable, straight up.
That nigga Bud gonna have the dude from Belly ring walk him out with the banana.
Bud gonna have Daffy Duck in somebody in a Daffy Duck costume walk him out.
Yeah, the nigga from Belly.
Yeah.
With the perm glasses, everything.
Donald And that's that picture I had. I should have put more of it. It was Daffy Duck when he had on that Superman costume.
Who in this chat hate Bud?
Well, I'm telling you, man. Nah, I just don't like the way he move his sucker shit, and we support him at the end of the day, but we can't support sucker shit. Yeah, he knocked him out, Bodymore, and that's what I'm saying. He giving him an opportunity, David, a good fight for who? You. Yeah, good fight for you, not for boxing, not for the fans, not for nobody else but you. That's a good fight for you and a good payday for David, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Yeah, we all for Bud getting his
Legacy,
money.
man.
Just fight somebody real, a real threat. Like if you're not gonna fight Spence, then and you want to make people pay all this money for a fight, then take a real fight. You got Thurman, you got Boots,
Yeah, man.
you got so many live dogs still in the game.
Make you wonder,
exactly,
right,
bro? Exactly.
Spence IBF due next year. Ain't no skipping that. Yeah, man, that shit just crazy, bro. It's crazy, Eric, man. They say, all right, T. But boxing let us down for sure, though. As a whole, it's on the grand scheme of things. As a whole, it let us down. But then when you peel back them layers, you start to have to, hold somebody accountable. Boxing as a whole, but I felt like it just got one common denominator every time it come time to make a fight where you could potentially be in a 50-50 fight and you might lose. It's something. It's something. And I said it before. I did it way back when I did it live about AB. I remember that being talked about a little briefly. Of course, we ain't never get that. Of course, you ain't get the Pacquiao fight. You got your trainer on record saying he told you not to take the fight. Like this, you can't make this shit up. You didn't want to fight Sean Porter. Y'all was friends. Then it get mandated. Then y'all had to fight. And his ass can't turn the switch off. He's still friendly to the point where he feel like he ain't even got to train all the way for this dude. This the more dangerous fighter. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to train your best for him. I'm going to say it all the time. You said Spence was your fourth best fighter you fought, but you was in the best shape of your life when you fought the fourth best fighter. When you fought the absolute best fighter you ever fought, you was in the right shape. I will never let him get that one off, ever. You explain that shit to me, and that's exactly why I feel the way I feel about that fight. And even with that version of Sean Porter being in the ring that night, he had way too much success, if you want to be honest. You did not dominate him and none of that shit. And Pops felt like EJ gave him the much tougher fight anyway. He said that shit was like a war every single round. He said with Crawford, felt like he was with him every step of the way. He just made a few mental errors that cost him the fight. Exactly. They went on to ask him who caught his eye first, EJ or Crawford. He said EJ on that too. So take that, make of that what you will. Sound like in a way he want to kind of say that one of them is better than the other. He just ain't want to come out and say it.
The two biggest false narratives put out
into retirement for real.
The two biggest false narratives put out about Spence is that he couldn't knock out Mikey Garcia and that Sean Porter and the fight with Sean Porter was too close. Both of those pre-fight interviews, he said this to Mikey Garcia. I ain't gonna knock him out. I'm not gonna use my size. I'm gonna use my IQ. I'm gonna move and show that I can box.
Lost art of boxing.
Because you said I ain't got no boxing.
What's good with it, Brody?
And then with Porter, he said I'm gonna outdog you because in that little face-to-face interview he did, Porter said he ain't no real dog.
Yeah.
And so he said, okay, I'm gonna come fight your fight, and I'm gonna outdog you, and I'm gonna push for the knockout the whole fight. And that's exactly what he did. He could have outboxed Porter easy.
Yeah.
Same way he did Mikey Garcia, who's a way better technical boxer than Porter.
Yeah. And just to try to be fair to the people, knowing how Porter fight, I feel like in some spots you could say Porter forced the fight to be that way. But then it's a nice portion of the fight where Errol just elected to fight that way and just chose it for it to be a dog fight. He never was using his jab like that, setting things up. He was willing to fight him at what he do best, and he beat him. That's what made that win impressive. And Monica, I think that money that they releasing, trying to make it seem like he getting paid so much money, I think that's a little smoke screen. And then again, who knows? Maybe they could be overpaying him for that. But either way, it's just a bad look for boxing, and the fact that he took a fight like that, and you just got real more credible opponents. He just took the easy way out, and you got people talking about, if Spence took the easy route, and then one fighter showing you who continue to take the easy route by not doing none of the heavy lifting and continue to fight people. I mean, I ain't gonna say fight people you don't, because Porter was a fight that was cool, wasn't nothing wrong with that. But I think the versions of these fighters that he's fought just ain't did him no favors in it. I think it been by design. I don't think it's no coincidence that his career went the way it went since he been at 47. Specifically, like people could say what they want. You could make excuses for that dude, but he could have fought some real credible opponents, and he chose David AVANESYAN for what reason could you explain? Like, why would you fight that guy?
Came in.
I just don't get it. Yeah, Porter still chasing.
The same reason why he didn't fight Pacquiao.
Podcast.
The same reason why he didn't fight Pacquiao back then. Bud is not confident in his skill.
His trainer told him that, no matter what Bud did, you got to stay active. Yeah, but it's like, I don't think the fight happening now. Like, you get what I'm saying? And if he wanted to stay active, bro, I always said, like,
all right, fight somebody else.
He could have told the people that, and I think at best we would have been pissed off, but we would have respected it because we would have looked at it like, all right, at least he said he want to be active, and his absolute plan, very next fight, is to do that. But it's like at this point, it's hard to believe anything he said. You know what I mean? Because he say one thing, do another, and it's always somebody else's fault. Never Bud. That shit's
Virgil Ortiz, man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that in 2022 we getting Bud versus AVANESYAN rather than Bud versus EJ.
It's clout chasing to the highest degree.
It's sad, man. It's sad when you look at it, yo. How this shit played out. Fumbled the situation. Now we got to sit through it and deal with this bullshit. I mean, I'm not watching that $40 like that shit. Then it get deeper. Like when the way they went about getting this shit promoted and the avenue that he chose to go to get his message out there. That shit just all cruddy and grimy, and it's sad, yo. You never. It's just like you never was planning to fight this dude. But the scared little kid inside won't let him do it. It's like he don't want to lose. Face of Void, what's good with it, damn it, man? How you feeling, bro? Yeah, man. Okay.
I'm not watching that Bud fight.
Didn't want that eyeball snatch, man.
Which one of y'all watching that Bud fight?
Not I, said the catch.
I'm trying to get my cousin up here. He don't want to get up here because he know he outnumbered. He a casual Bud fan.
Baltimore Dewey, Dewey. Where Dewey at? I try to tell him.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I ain't got no channel, but I know what I'm talking about.
Bro, probably retire in 2023. Now I'm telling you, I just don't think he got too many fights left in him too.
The only people who gonna watch that fight is Omaha.
Did he lad? Did he, bro? He did Virgil finally do that so he could fight Stan Jonas? Is that the fight that's coming up for Virg? What's good with it, damn it, man? Appreciate
Virgil want to smoke with Bud, but he ain't want it with Boots. I'd rather see him fight Virgil Ortiz. I don't want to see him fight.
He finally said he'll fight Boots now.
I don't want to keep him.
You said what's that?
Virgil finally said he want to fight Boots. That
I heard him mention the name. I've made a video recently. That shit started going up with the views and shit. The motherfucker, like I said, they started watching that joint.
Like he said, that's a fight he will mind taking now.
Yeah. And then Robert Garcia said, and salute to YB Young Billy for interviewing Robert Garcia, because I got it from his interview with Robert Garcia. He said he think right now 90% of the people would pick Boots to beat Virgil because of the situation he went through, like that health situation or whatever the case. But he said, the last 5 or 6 rounds, Boots would be in hell. Like he'd have to kill Virgil to beat him and all this weird shit. But I'm like, so what about that 48 months that y'all said y'all needed for Boots? Oh, that just go out the window. Now he got to kill Virgil to beat him because he never been in there with somebody like Virgil. That's what he said, a dog like Virgil. So that same could be said for Virgil. Virgil ain't never been in there with no fighter that's a dog that can fight like that ever. And I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm not being a fan when I said it. We had enough of them fights to watch it. Boots is the gap in skill level is a significant gap to me. It's not a close one. It's a significant gap, and I truly think Boots in is not Virgil Ortiz out very bad, very bad. You not beating that dude coming behind no high guard just because you strong. I hate that because Virgil is strong. Who gives a damn how strong he is? He'll get beat up. He don't do nothing better than Boots. Nothing in the ring do Virgil do, and he won't even have no for sure power advantage. He has no clear cut advantage in that ring, none.
Man,
Experience,
I got to show
none
the
of
type
that.
of bias, man. I
Maybe
think
he has fought the slightly better opposition.
he ain't just gonna wipe the floor with Virgil, man.
But yeah, I think he'd destroy him. Somebody said I only support black fighters. Or something. I'm biased. It's something. This channel, something. I screenshot it. I took a picture of that comment because I'm gonna have to cook on that one of these days. All because I reported what Robert Garcia said and gave my opinion on it. I don't think he could beat Boots. No way, in shape or form. No scenario. No lucky punch. No none of that. I don't see none of that happening with them two. I think Boots would destroy him. I really do.
I think Boots
I think he can be competitive, but I think Boots will really just beat him up. And I just don't see it. I don't see him.
I think Boots will stop.
Just you don't think Virgil can catch him, man? You don't think he can catch him at some point in that fight?
And if he do catch him, it ain't gonna be like a fight under or nothing like that.
Like he might not have like the footwork and the movement like Boots.
Bro. Appreciate you pulling up, bro.
I think Virgil will catch Crawford.
Appreciate you, Mike. You already know. But making it hard. Yeah, you can't defend it. It's like you got to be crazy right now if you're trying to defend this shit. It's like it's nothing. Yeah, Boots are real. And it's like they keep saying, like, all right, who has he beat? This and that. I keep saying this, y'all, because y'all did. All right, do you ask questions and don't listen to the response? Because if you ask me that, I'm going to give you a realistic response. You're going to say, who has he beaten? I'm going to say, who gave him an opportunity? Then what you gonna say? You get what I'm saying? He hasn't been given the opportunity to beat these people that y'all think he can beat. And just like Boots recently stated, they're trying to make him wait. The longer y'all make him wait, the worse it's gonna get for y'all. And he patient. He don't care. He ain't going nowhere. That's the thing. Y'all getting older, and he getting older, but still young. So it's like it's not a negative.
He getting older, he getting better.
It's gonna get worse, man. I'm telling you, fight that boy now. Fighting now. Game dogs die all the time. You dig what I'm saying, Mike? Dig what I'm saying? All the time, bro. Boots
Only person
on 6. I think so. Real possibility, bro. Real possibility.
I don't think it'll go.
Emphasis on levels. Facts, body more. I keep saying it. I got to be misleading the fans, or I got to be biased because I got my opinion is different than yours. You think Virgil will win. You not biased because I think Boots will win. I'm biased, and I support black fighters only. That's stupid, man. Because I support Virgil. I like Virgil Ortiz. Matter of fact, I the one that spoke on him supposed to be going to I think it was the WBA to be the mandatory or something to be able to fight Stan Jonas or some shit like that. I was the one talking about that because I read on it. So it's like I would support that move. I like that with Virgil to do that. I think that'd be a good fight for him, but he can't do nothing with Boots, yo. He'll really get beat up. It's skills. Nothing he do is better than Boots. The only chance he got is catching him, and that just won't be enough because I think Boots gonna have a chin when he get caught, and I just don't think. I think his defense won't allow him. He ain't knocking him out. Hell no. He gonna beat him up too. He gonna style on him. I guarantee you that should be bad too. I can't wait till you get the opportunity because he gonna prove it. Watch what I tell you. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be the first one on this channel. Like, yo, damn, I was wrong about Boots, but I just don't think so, yo. I don't.
I think Crawford
accurate, skillful, athletic. His feet, he can move. Virgil got slow feet. He don't cut the ring off well. Man, that should just be bad, yo. He'd be at such a disadvantage from a skill standpoint to me. I'm telling you. And this is why. And people, when I tell the people that feel so confident in Virgil, do you know his own trainer? They set his team 48 months. That's 4 years, y'all. We could do the math. That's a long time. That's not confidence right there. What you think Boots would be in the 4 years in that time span from the time he said that? Regular, he gonna stay the same. So you think Virgil gonna get so much better in 4 years that Boots is gonna stay the same? No, he gonna continue to get better the same way you think your fighter could. The difference is, I think Boots got a way higher ceiling than Virgil Ortiz. I don't think Virgil Ortiz got the best. I don't think he, peaked out just yet. But I think Boots' fucking ceiling is just way higher than his. Yeah, 48 months to prepare for Boots, and it still ain't gonna be enough. Yeah, he'd be Boots tough. I mean, his Spence. I think Boots could be Spence's toughest fight right now. I think that's a tougher fight for him than Crawford, and I think Boots knocks Crawford out right now. Like right now, when I say right now, if they fought on December 10th, I'm picking Boots by stoppage. Knockout. I think Boots bad in the boxing gym. Facts body more. He lit here, literally. Spence is level above Boots. I'll say Spence is above Boots right now. He got the experience and he's proven. That's the problem I think he'll run into with him. And I think not just the proven thing, he has the style that I think could give Boots issues. Like he could remove his ability to think. I said this before with that inside fight and forcing it to be a fight. Not saying Boots can't adjust, but I think that style will give Boots more trouble than a guy that's going to play chess with Boots. And I think that's what Crawford would do because his style would suggest so. He's not going to go in there and outdog Boots. Boots hit way too hard. He's too big, and it's too dangerous of a fighter to just abandon your game plan and say, I'm going to just walk him down. I bet you won't do that with him. You won't, because he'll get knocked out. And I'm going to keep saying it. You let a 135-pound Gamboa touch your chin like that and had your leg locked up and stiff. I know that was years ago, but I heard it from professionals. You could train and work on things, but you can't train that chin. Your chin is your chin. And that's why I think his downfall would be in that fight. You're going to play chess with Boots, and he's going to win. Straight like that. You're going to allow him to think skill for skill. He could compete with Crawford, in my honest opinion, and it'd be dangerous for him. Salute to my bro, Mike, for becoming a member, man. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate that.
Boot. Crawford can't fight.
Virgil. Yeah. ESG levels, experience. That's what, and I think that'll come into play. The experience mixed with the just being proven, being tested, and then the style as well. Because that just wouldn't be enough. If EJ had a style where he would play chess, I would think it would be a more dangerous fight. But I think if he needs to, he can make that fight into the kind of fight he wants, which would then he could kind of remove Boots' ability to think, or at least force him to make a mistake sooner than he's ready to. You know what I'm saying? Force him to do something he ain't ready to when he ain't ready to do it, which would then it'd be an advantage for EJ, but it'd still be a tough fight. But I'm picking EJ to beat Boots if they had to fight tomorrow. But if it was Crawford, nah. I'm picking him to beat Crawford. Appreciate you, Mike. If McKinson would have had any kind of offense, he might have beat Virgil. You know what, Kurt? If he had any kind of power. He had the offense because he could box. I seen it. He was willing to exchange a little bit with Ortiz. I was like, what is this dude doing? He gonna get hurt. But it took Ortiz a minute, and I get it. They said he was coming back off the health situation. I get all of that, but I don't know. It took him too long. He just didn't look good cutting off the ring. He was following McKinson, and he was getting frustrated. So whenever McKinson was stationary and exchanging, that's when he was in trouble. Whenever he was a stationary target, when he was moving, he was making the fight difficult for Ortiz, and he was looking real ordinary and regular, and he was not able, I repeat, to cut the ring off like he should have been able to. That just wasn't a good look. And for him to show frustration because your opponent not sitting still, a dude with 2 knockouts as opposed to you with 100% knockout ratio, he not standing right in front of you. That ain't even smart. Him exchanging with you how he was doing in the fight wasn't even smart. Not his peak, but entertaining his prime. Yeah, entering his prime. Yeah, he is. Facts. Skills. I don't know about levels. Plural with the S. I might accept level. Yeah. I accept level too. I accept it. I say he above him because I'm telling you, I really think Boots is that guy, and it's crazy. Like people, they say quick, like who is he beat, but they're not gonna say, or they're not gonna be real enough to say, damn, ain't nobody gave him an opportunity yet either. So I get it's like why y'all think this and that. Because you can see it, and it's like, well, look at the guys he beat up. They ain't this and they ain't that. Get it, but it's how he's beating them. It's how convincing. It's not close. They're washes. They're beating the absolute shit out of these dudes. That shit not even close. Then when they land punches, he walking right through them like that shit. He almost like a creative player at this point. And I get it. I ain't saying he ain't perfect. None of these fighters are, but you show me one of these fighters right now, and that's gonna beat him. He gonna beat the hell. He gonna watch his next fight. Watch what he do to the next person he fight. Just want whoever that is. Just watch what he do to him. AB, my bro, what's good with it? AB, how you feeling, bro? Yeah, man. Salute to everybody that came up on the panel, man. We've been having a pretty good conversation, and salute again to my bro Mike for joining the family again and becoming a member.
Bro be going in, man. He know what he talking about.
Yeah, you can't, man. You just can't. You can't just let shit like this slide and not talk about it. And like I said before, it's a responsible way to do it. Yeah, we threw some jokes out there at him, because that's to be expected out of frustration. But when it's all said and done, like the fact that you had this fight and then you got this worked out as fast as you did, it just leads me to believe that, yeah, your true intent wasn't to fight EJ. It was to keep doing what you've been doing, mislead the people, put yourself in a situation. Like, I think, and then look, I think when all else failed and he couldn't convince people that it was EJ, when it was kind of looking more and more like him, his last ditch effort to get somebody on his side to kind of infiltrate shit, murky the waters, make shit confusing, and then try to send a message saying, him and EJ both want to fight. If people peep that was his last ditch effort. All right, damn, I can't get them to believe it's him. So you know what? If I say both of us want to fight, then maybe they could run with that. Yeah, and tell them we still trying to make it. But now, you know what? It's his promoter and them. They ain't trying to make it. They don't want to give me no money. They ain't trying. Man, fuck out of here, man. We know you don't sell like that. Appreciate you, baby girl. We know you don't sell like that. If you don't see what Boots is now, I don't think you know what you're looking at. I feel like that too, Mike. And I keep trying to say I'm not being no super fan, I'm not no fanboy or nobody. That dude is different. You better, and I keep saying it, pay attention to these fighters. It's not just what he do in the ring. Listen to him speak. Do people watch his interviews? Listen to how he talk. Do you watch him train? Look at the training videos. Listen to where his mind at right now. That's all he do. He eats, sleep, and shit boxing for real. Like, he is the epitome of a gym rat. 15 rounds of just working on defense, y'all. You talking about dedication? People will be saying they did 15 rounds of sparring. He talking about 15 rounds just on defense. Come on, man.
I ain't never heard a boxer talk like that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, his attention to detail and his commitment to the sport is second to none. That is what's going to drive him that extra mile. It's not just what he do in the ring. It's the dedication and commitment to the sport. His mentality. He not no attention whore. He not asking for like crazy amounts of money right now. He just beating up the people they put in front of him, and he patiently doing it while putting himself in a position where at some point somebody's gonna have to give him an opportunity. It's only so long.
Yo, bro, you know what have been a wild one?
What's that?
Pretty Boy Floyd in his prime. Pretty Boy against Boots, right? Yo, that shit hella fire work.
Yeah, the guys that he beat, he never been stopped. Yeah, he literally style and profile Lipin. Yes, was surprised how skilled Boots was. Yeah, think so too. And just strong, like he just way too much for Lipin. Yes, Lipin. Yes, tried. He tried pretty damn well. He tried, but this wasn't enough. He did Clayton real bad, yo. It's petrified facts. He was scared. He did not want no parts of that. He did not want that ass whooping. He ain't want it. It was too big for Floyd, in my opinion. He's a big kid, man. And that's another thing people don't be factoring in, too. Just how big he is. Dude, big as hell, man. Floyd is a big dude, man. I'm telling you. I mean, Boots, my bad. I said Floyd. Boots is a big kid, man. That's why I say he get in there, you're going to be bigger than Crawford, just as fast, if not faster. He might be faster right now, stronger. I'm telling you, that should be a matchup nightmare. And style-wise, he'd be able to do everything you could do. You switch, he could switch better. And I'm very convinced that he can. And he won't be at a deficit when he switch. He'll be just as good, if not better, when he switch. To the point where you won't know which stance which one he better at. Or which stance he is naturally. I've seen him do it. Yeah, Boots is a big, you know what I mean? Big ass young boy, man. Like, I could easily see him at 60. I'd say a cap out would be probably 68 at the absolute most. So I'd say 47. You got 54, 60. Say maybe a cap out at 68. And I really can see him getting world titles in all them divisions. He already been in there sparring with 68 and 75 pounders and shit, talking about he hit harder than damn near cruiserweights and shit. And that shit just ridiculous right there. And that's a dude that you can honestly say he gets stronger as the rounds go. Like, you can see it in the way he fight, the way he approaches fights. He definitely gets stronger as the rounds go. But we gonna see, man. We gonna see. Everybody, like, at some point, the ducking gonna stop. You know, this wasn't no attempt to tear down Crawford. It just was being real. It's like calling a spade a spade. I'm not gonna ever be hesitant or bite my tongue when it's time to speak up on the shit that need to be spoke up on in boxing. Like I said, at the end of the day, you might not agree with my assessment, but you ain't never gonna be able to tell me I ain't logical and I ain't within reason. You get what I'm saying? And then what you're never gonna be able to say also is that I clickbaited you, misled you, gave you a bunch of false news. Like, I don't do it. I report things as they come out, and I have seen things, like, things are subject to change in the sport of boxing, so don't misunderstand that. But you got to be able to understand when that's the case. Like, for example, right? Like, I did a video that did decent in views, right? It was Robisi Ramirez and Jesse Magdaleno. They were supposed to fight, so I reported that because they had a date. It was lined up and everything, right? That's accurate reporting. That's responsible journalism, right? But now I come find out Magdaleno was out and he got a replacement opponent. So you know how you then cover that? You do another follow-up video and you say Magdaleno was out for X, whatever reason he's out for, and then you name the replacement opponent. You get what I'm saying? That don't mean what you reported was clickbait or something like that. That means something changed along the lines. But when you tell somebody something that you know ain't the reality, or you create something in the title that you know ain't the reality, that's misleading the people. And I'm telling y'all right now, one thing you could guarantee that I'll never do, no matter the amount of money, no big or small channel, no matter if it's 1,000 subscribers or 100,000, I ain't here to mislead and lie to no people. We grown, and I always call this responsible, you know what I mean? What I call responsible content, and that's something that I'm always gonna strive for. That's something I always put out. I'm not here to lie to people. I'm here to have a conversation always, and that's how I'm gonna give it up always. And this ain't no slight to nobody. This ain't no, finger pointing to nobody else. This is just me telling y'all how I deliver my content. I don't sit up here and find things to try to get people to click the title. I'm too straightforward to mislead somebody, and it wouldn't sit right with me. I got principles, morals, and integrity, and I just move a certain way. And it just, like I said, it wouldn't sit well with me if I sat up here and misled somebody just to get y'all to click a video. That's not no real shit. That's not no longevity in that. But you know what it is? It's longevity in being authentic, original, and real. It's always longevity in that. And I'm always err on the side of logic and reason when I do content. And I ain't gonna sit up here, like I said, and just mislead the people. I don't move that way. Somebody arguing in the comment section, you could argue by itself. Yeah, fool. Boots so disciplined as well. Great gas tank. Facts. Body more. It just gets stronger as the rounds go, which is crazy. His dad really taught him to perfect his craft.
Hank could go 20 rounds if he want to.
And I truly, wholeheartedly believe that. That dude in a different type of shape.
Errol too.
Dog, man.
That's how disciplined Errol is.
Yeah, Boots a real dog, man.
Yeah,
and Boots, I got much respect for him and his pops and what they got going on over there. And I'm telling you, keep your eye on Jerron Boots Ennis. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody talk to you and tell you, he ain't proved nothing yet. Everybody was in that position before they got an opportunity, y'all. Every single fighter, every last fighter that has proven something was in a situation where they didn't get an opportunity just yet. Just remember that, y'all. Hey, Kurt, man, I appreciate that, bro. From Kurt to Kurt, bro.
Kurt.
That, man. And that's what Captain I'm striving to do, man. Like I said, one thing it's important with this YouTube grind is do not let the numbers deter you from continuing to push, yo. The numbers do not always reflect who's dope on here and who not. I urge any content creator that's listening or that's out there, do not let them numbers. You know what I mean? They could be good, they could be bad, or you know what I mean. There's no such thing as bad as long as there's numbers out. It's progression in every number and every view, because every view counts. So don't slow down with no numbers. Just continue to put out the content. Let them numbers take care of itself. You handle stuff you can control, like the workload, the amount of content you put out. Just staying consistent, staying real, staying transparent. Letting people's voices be heard other than your own. You know what I mean? And just growing, treating people like the family you say, you know what I mean, that you want. And that's just what it is. People is weird. Somebody always want to argue, yo. Oh, people, come on, man. You really think, you really think, yeah, I really think. Yeah. If I put it, I really think. If I got a 9-10 minute video saying I think something, don't ask me in the comments, do I really think? Of course I did. You just had 9 minutes to listen to what I think.
You got the whole 9-10 minutes of you explaining why you think what you think.
Appreciate you, Kurt. Appreciate all y'all. Y'all smash the like button if y'all.
Yo, I'm see what BF talking about real quick.
Yeah. Brooke gave him a shot. Keith Thurman avoided him, and then he even said as much and said he regret doing it. And he wish he would have gave him a fight back then. Yeah, you should have, buddy. You should have instead of being scared. Got to crawl before you walk. But when Boots get his hands on the straps, it's curtains. You dig what I'm saying? And it's like you done seen him 29 times now. So I don't think he the goods by now. Like, just think about it. You're not even seeing this kid lose rounds. Do you think that's just because he's fluff still by now? Like, think about that. As the fights, the rounds not close, the moments are not bad. Nobody is shining. He ain't having no crazy ass moments in the fight where you like, damn. You know what I mean? These dudes that don't belong in there with him, and he's showing you that. He leaving nothing to the judges. He's smashing on people. Shit ain't even close, man. You just gotta open up your eyes. Don't let nobody form an opinion for you. Just be able to, you know what I mean? Remove your emotions so you could properly assess what you're seeing. Boots Ennis is the goods, man. It's a real fighter. It's a real fighter, y'all. That's a real fighter. At the end of the day, he gonna beat some people's favorite fighters. These people, these Virgil Ortiz fans, if they ever fight, guarantee you, at any point in boxing, I don't care at what point it happened, he will never beat Jaron Boots Ennis, in my humble, honest opinion. He ain't skilled enough to do so. He just ain't. Nah, no doubt. No doubt. I wasn't gonna be here too much longer anyway. I'm gonna just you know what? I'm gonna get to 3 hours because I'm almost there anyway. So, and bro like round numbers, so he got me thinking like that too now. So I might as well get to the 3 hour mark. It's been a good conversation, a good cook up. A lot of people passed through here. Hopefully y'all been smashing the like button. Hopefully y'all got something out of this conversation other than, you know, anything hateful, because this ain't been, you know, motivated by hate. It's just motivated by the truth, really, and getting to the bottom of shit. And I always say this, the blame game really don't do much because you don't get to the bottom of nothing. But when you have conversations, at least realistic, logical ones, you could get somewhere. And even if we don't have all the facts, we could at least come up with things and scenarios that sound realistic. And it's sad that this is where we at, unfortunately, in the sport of boxing, where we damn near got to play detective, you know what I mean, to figure out what's next in a fighter's career because they not man enough and straightforward enough and transparent enough with their fans and their core audience to keep it real. And that's just what it is. And we gonna forever call this shit out. Boots' favorite line, don't get paid for overtime. You did, you know what I'm saying? He ain't in to be playing with nobody. And if you don't belong in that ring with him, you are in big trouble. I mean, salute to my Brody T pulling up. Salute to D Free. Salute to my bro Core, aka LeBron James in this chat. All y'all for pulling up. My bro Judah Ben, Bodymore, Kurt, my bro Mike for joining the family again. Kurt, salute to you for being a member as well. We're gonna keep pushing, man. Like I said, it's been a good conversation. It's been much needed to be chopped up on. I'm not gonna, you know, milk it. I ain't gonna overdo it. Like, after this point, it is what it is. Whatever Bud do is what he do. If he fights somebody that's worth talking about, I'll talk about it. I don't hate on him. I ain't telling nobody what to do. If y'all feel like that fight is worth your $40 and your time, then, you know, by all means, support it. But unfortunately for me, like, this fight is just disgusting and it's a joke. And I already know what the outcome going to be. He going to smash this dude. It's not even going to be competitive in no way, shape, or form. And maybe this dude retires soon or something. Maybe he retires soon. And tell the fans that really love the sport, really want to fight, not to bash the fight. That's a fact. And that's why I kept saying, like, throughout this joint, you're going to hear the critiques. They might be a little harsh or a little, you know what I mean? But still in all, it's not intended. It doesn't tear him down as a fighter. It's just this one moment, this one situation that we talk about that we forced to like look at, observe, and like peel back the layers and try to figure out really what happened, whose fault it is, why this fight didn't happen, and you know, hopefully we don't have to go through this moving forward. Like David Benavidez said it best, man. The reason that these fights don't be happening is because these dudes be they just don't be wanting to fight. Straight like that. They just don't be wanting to fight. Boots and Shakur gonna be generation Floyd and Roy Jones, man. That's a good that's a good comparison right there, Mike. And I could agree with that, yeah. And then and because of Boots' athleticism and being size and power, he the Roy Jones, and because of the skill and just defensive prowess of Shakur, that's the Floyd, yeah. And they both one-on-ones, and I believe they truly generational talents, man. And they mentality, it's not just, I always say both of them, what they got in common is not just what they do in the ring, but it's their mentality outside of the ring and their commitment and dedication to the sport. I mean, they stay the course. That's the point certain fans miss. Stay their opinion or facts or receipts. You get it, man. And like I said, with 10 months in, like for me, I think I just gotta stay the course, stay consistent, keep this workload, keep the content. Y'all know I'm here all the time anyway. Like y'all know I don't really even like taking a day off on here, to be honest with you. So in a lot of ways, I try to treat this shit just like somebody do at any other job. Like I said, I'm fully committed and locked into this. So I've been making sure that I keep the content coming. And I to be honest, I see a slight change in things too for a positive. So I think I see a reason to definitely keep this coming like this, man. And I appreciate all y'all for always showing up. Yeah, man, we gonna make our mark, Ghost. And we're going to do it responsibly and without controversy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do this shit the responsible way. We're going to do this shit with some, you know what I mean? With some type of, I don't know, like integrity behind it. Like, you get what I'm saying? We're going to do this shit. We're going to make this count. We're going to make ours count, man. I appreciate you, Mike. And with people like you and the rest of y'all in here, I'm going to get there. It's in due time. I just know the work that need to be put in, because I see it. And YouTube a different beast. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So you can't even fall behind with that. A day or two will put you behind, it seemed like. So I'm just at a point where I gotta make sure I continue to stay consistent and show as many people that's up here that is really people that's putting real effort, real thought, real quality into this shit, and not just being irresponsible because I got a microphone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're instantly hating if you criticize a fanboy of a certain fighter. Don't even try to read or dissect what you said. Don't know the difference between constructive criticism and hating criticism. Facts. And I always tell people I'm glad that's why we have these conversations, because they're recorded and you just can't find nowhere where I'm hating. You can't find nowhere where I'm fanboying. You can't find nowhere where I'm clickbaiting. You can't find nowhere where I'm lying. You can't even find nowhere where I'm not being logical and reasonable. You know, you can't find nowhere where I'm being overly emotional and giving poor ass assessments. You get what I'm saying? I'm just so even keel. I'm like right down the middle. That's why I came up with the name that I came up with for this channel, man. Even down to the name, man. Yeah, baby girl. We got about 8 more minutes. I'm gonna rock out to the 3-hour mark, because I don't like to drag it. Like I said, I think we had a real good conversation, man, and appreciate all y'all for participating. This was another successful cook. I appreciate everybody that gave their input. It was not one. See how it was not one shred of disrespect in here, y'all? Nowhere. Like nobody got disrespectful. It wasn't no name calling. There wasn't nothing going on in here. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I try to tell people, if you were a real boxing fan and you a supporter of the sport for real, even if you casual, if you are a grown individual and you like real good boxing conversation, there's no way you can't be from the outside listening in and enjoy some of the stuff you heard. And again, reason why y'all saying me do more open panels, because I can't just tell y'all it's not about what I think. I got to show y'all is that as well. So by me dropping a link, and even if it's somebody that don't got a channel, if you don't normally click a link over here, I call you family. If you support me, you family, bro. You're not no subscriber, you family. If I drop a link, you can always click the link and you free to speak on whatever it is we chopping it up about. It don't hesitate just because you might disagree or your viewpoint might be different than mine. See, the difference with me is the way I deliver content and the way I accept information is different. If somebody say something to me and I disagree with it, you will never hear me say I disagree. I don't have to state those words for it to be a disagreement. You know, I could just have a different view. If you say one thing, I'm gonna be like, I hear you. I hear where you coming from. I'm gonna tell you why I think. It's gonna always be give and take over here. It's kind of like a good boxing fight. You get what I'm saying? Run my channel like a good boxing match, man. A lot of ebbs and flows, give and take. It's not just always one-way traffic or what I think. Some topics deserve for me to chop it up on and just cook on. But there's other ones like this where we all as a whole, as a community with this channel, we could tackle these topics as a whole and we could get somewhere. And we could get some clarity out of the mess that boxing make, the business of boxing make a mess a lot of times. And we as content creators and spectators and supporters, we got to clean up the mess that the bad business of boxing make and leave for us. And that's what we've been forced to do with this situation, unfortunately, whether people believe it or not. Do it with structure and integrity, which is already displaying, so you're on the right track. I have never checked in and came across a bad chat so far on your channel. I learned something. Enjoy every time, and that's what it's all about, Bodymore. And I appreciate you being here every time and showing up and being consistent and making the grind worth it, bro. And again, I've listened to people drop content for years. Like I should have been started my channel, but better late than never. And maybe I'm doing it right when I'm supposed to be doing it. But I watch people do it in such a way that this is the way I'm going to stand out. I'm really for the people. I don't just say it. Nobody is not welcome here if they respectful and they really got something to add to the conversation. Everybody is welcome. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I don't welcome is disrespect. Diversity, difference of opinion, perspectives, heated back and forth. I'm cool with all of that. That's cool. But long as it's with respect and integrity and, you know what I mean? You deal with logic and reason, we good. We're going to always rock out. That's just the way to do it. Like I said, this is the season for your greatness. Yeah, man. I hope so. Because I'm pushing like it. I believe it myself, though. Like I said, I see the workload. I'm pushing up the workload, and I see it paying off, and I ain't stopping. Oh shit. Man, okay. I thought he was complaining, but yeah, man, appreciate all y'all. I didn't notice disagreeing with a chat person. I've seen you more, so give an explanation of your viewpoint instead of just coming out like, man, you hating, blah, blah. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Because then at the same time, it becomes very hard to listen to, and new people pop in your chat all the time, and I doubt that the average person wants to come right into a chat. Now, heated arguments that make sense and are that people can hear, that, you know, like, you know, discussions, should I say, not arguments, people could listen to that, but just to be shooting people down because I got the microphone and channel and you don't, it's crazy to me. It's like you gonna get people, so you gonna expect people to support you, but can't support like their viewpoints and respect where they coming from. So you gonna make everybody in your chat feel inferior to you, and you got to be over them because you got the channel, so you follow the sport, and they have nothing to add because they don't talk about it, you know, publicly every day or get on the platform and do it like I do it. See, I don't think like that. I feel like everybody that's here, especially if y'all here for the right reasons, which is to have a dope boxing conversation and learn something, pick something up, voice your opinion, then you here for the right reason. You matter. You get what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna be open to the people because it's like, how you gonna expect people to listen to you if you can't listen to where they coming from? It's just weird to me. So it's like give and take. It gotta be that way. It gotta be that way. Shit, what do I know? I only be doing this shit 10 months. So appreciate you, baby girl. Appreciate you. Just real quick, are you like Kate Austin? Yeah, I like Kate Austin. I did a prospect watch little video on him. I don't know if you ever seen it. It's on the channel, a little short joint, like 5 minutes. Little prospect watch. He was supposed to send me some videos of him so I could make the prospect watch, but he ended up telling me to hit his pops up, and I didn't want to do that because I felt like I didn't want to have to like look like I'm asking for too much, so I just left it be. But I like this performance. He got a good knockout. I like Kate Austin. That's somebody that I was speaking on. So I'm gonna reach out to him though again. I'm gonna see if I can get an interview with him because I know the people know him now. They seen his his little like I guess coming out party kind of, so to speak, his little debut, if you want, not even debut, but it's second fight where they seen it on a platform. So he did good though. Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Like I said, man, we had a good conversation. Y'all know my slogan. We ain't here to break the news. We here to have a conversation. And I know we had a hell of a conversation. I appreciate you, Bodymore. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Yeah, I like that passion cow. He's cooking hard on Crawford. Yeah, I appreciate you, Mike. And I'm glad you understand that it's passion and not hate. And that's what I could appreciate about you. You know how to interpret what I'm saying. And I urge people to always listen to me and just have an open mind and 2 ears. Use both your ears when I'm up here, because I'm gonna always be real, and I'm never gonna hate on a fighter because I don't expect nobody to want to listen to that. I try to make content that even if Bud was hearing this, he probably would be mad, but he can't say I tore him down as a fighter. You get what I'm saying? Even if somebody from his team was hearing me, you can't say I tore him down. I'm not in a attempt to make him look like shit. It's just frustrating that it panned out this way, and then you got David AVANESYAN. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's just frustrating shit. Like, yeah, man. Yeah. Even, yeah, man. He just keep adding and keep working. He gonna get better. Appreciate you, bro. You know, I'll be back tomorrow for sure. So much appreciation to all y'all. We hit our mark. We hit our quota. I think we did good. I appreciate all y'all. Mike, appreciate you for joining the chat, joining the family. Kurt, much appreciation to all the channel members. They slowly build it, man. We slowly building this family, man. We're gonna build this like a fort, man. A fort, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna build it like a fort, man. And one by one live at a time, man. We're gonna get the job done. Because of the fan, I wanted to fight. Yeah, facts. We just wanted to fight, bro. We just wanted to fight. But we're going to see how things shake out. Hopefully everything work out for us in terms of boxing fans. And hopefully EJ is able to just continue being great. And we're going to continue to support him. But I have no hate toward him. I just can't support no AVANESYAN fight, so I'm not. But on that note, I'm going to let y'all get up out of here. Anybody that didn't smash that like button, y'all smash that like button for me, man. And like I always say, man, we ain't here to break the news. We're here to have a conversation. We just had a hell of a conversation. Salute to the TWT family, the Just Do family, everybody in the chat, everybody that support the family, everybody in the super chat. Much appreciation to all y'all, man. To the next one, we up out of here.